All right, welcome into another bonus episode, Hockey Royalty Live. We're watching the Kings and Philadelphia Flyers today, so welcome into the chat. As always, this podcast is brought to you by DraftKings. 4 NFL teams, 2 conference championships remaining, and only a few more shots to win big on the NFL playoffs with DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the NFL. Counting down to Super Bowl 57, new customers can bet just $5 and get $250 in free bets instantly. Not a new customer? You can feel the same conference championship, 7 thrills, stepped up same game parlays. Take your shot at bigger payouts and boost your winnings with each leg you add up to 100%. Hey, do you want to bet on the Niners over the Eagles and parlay that with Chiefs over the Bengals? Any way you want it, you got it. Download DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THPN. New customers bet $5 on conference championships and get $250 in free bets instantly only at DraftKings Sportsbook. With code THPN, minimum age and eligibility restrictions may apply. And now that we got that out of the way, let's talk some hockey. How you doing, Russ?
I'm doing good, dude. I don't know why. I feel pretty pumped about this game. There's something about the Kings playing in Philly. I feel like they perform well over there, right? I just have that feeling.
Yeah, Philly's been kind of a down team this season, and we got our savior, number 39, leading the team in Corsi last right there on the screen if you're watching on ESPN.
That's right.
But,
that's right.
No, it looks good. This is one of the games, right? Teams on a little bit of a skid. You win in Chicago. These are the games you got to win, right? You got to put 4 points up on there. If you look at somebody on Twitter today talking about Edmonton's, they play one team with a winning record in like the next 3 weeks.
Dude, they're coming.
So it's like you gotta get points when you can, and this is a big game to get to.
Yeah, the Pacific Division. It's crazy, right? Like we were talking about the Kings winning the division and winning the conference, all that good stuff like 2 weeks ago, and now we're a little nervous. It's just strange. We knew the Oilers and the Flames would figure it out eventually, right? Seems like they kind of are. And Edmonton got Vander Kane back. He's dealing with his bankruptcy stuff, which is I'm sure will be ending soon. But yeah, they're a team to watch, and they're catching up to the Kings, and it's going to be a dogfight all the way to the end of the year.
Yeah, I mean, that it wasn't going to end quickly. You just hope that the Kings could have put a little bit more padding in, but that's what the miracle of hockey is, right? When Kings started out, we had more games played, and now other teams are catching back up. You take 4 days off here, 4 days off there. It can happen. Let's get into it here today. Kyle Garcia, our resident rain expert, coming in here, says, can't make it today, guys, but I thought I'd send some good vibes. Go Kings, go.
What's up, Kyle?
And right here, I said, hey there. Concerns about the size of the bottom 6. Surprised Lemmy is not in for Fagemo. No, I'm not surprised at all. Lemmy has not been playing well, and Fagemo adds a little bit more offensive punch. He's not a slacker defensively. I don't know. I mean, I haven't watched any Flyers games this year outside of when they play the Kings. Are they a physical team that we need to worry about, or is this overstated?
Yeah, I mean, they do have a little bit of size to their bottom 6, and are actually all throughout the lineup. Konechny plays pretty big, even though he's a smaller guy. Kevin Hayes is a bigger guy. He plays pretty big. Provorov will throw his weight around. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's anything to be too concerned about. The thing I will say, though, like we've talked about this too, is there's like a veteran presence missing in the bottom 6, especially when Lemieux is out. I mean, look at just what is the lineup tonight? Let's just look at it. It's the bottom 6 is Fiala, Lizotte, Anderson, Dolan, Kupari, Turcotte, Fagemo. There's really who's the most veteran player in that unit? It's Fiala, Lizotte.
Yeah, but they're the same age as Lemieux.
Yeah, and that's the thing is nobody really has that like playoff veteran, I don't know, experience in the bottom 6 that you just look at some playoff teams and just Stanley Cup contender teams. Like look at when the Kings won. They had their bottom 6 was stacked. And with Jared Stahl and Jordan Nolan and all these big players that, I mean, they weren't really that experienced of talented players, but they could throw their weight around, play a little aggressive and kind of help out. And I don't know, we'll see. It's obviously we're still in the middle of the season and we'll see what happens come trade deadline, but it'll be interesting, something to address. I do love this fourth line though. I thought they played pretty well.
I mean, they're going to make the most. They're going to make the most of their 8 to 11 minutes tonight, right? I mean,
yeah,
they're going to be exciting. They're going to put pucks on net. Hopefully play with some speed. All three of them can get around. So, I mean, you're hoping they maximize their time on ice. And last against Chicago, they did it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we've been long waiting to see Alex Turcotte in the lineup, and this is his second game. I thought he looked pretty good in the last game. So give him another shot. I'm glad they're keeping him in there. It seems like we were all anticipating Todd to just, all right, you played a good game. Let's get you out of the lineup. We can't have that.
You mean the Fagemo treatment? Hey, you scored a goal, get out of here.
Yeah, your first goal this season, but it's too much. But yeah, it's good to see him out of the lineup. But it's a little unfortunate they had to send Velarde back home. Hopefully he's not out too long. But dude, the injuries once again turn the new year, and just like last year, the injury bug is just hampering LA, especially up front.
Most teams go through it though, and right now I think is the best time for it because we have all these gaps, right? We have all these like 4 days off, 5 days off, so we're not really like missing too many games with these injuries.
Yeah, and this is kind of what we talked about at the beginning of the year too. Is the depth of the Kings was going to help them more than probably any other team because they have a lot of youth that's still wasn't even in the lineup at the beginning of the year, and now that these injuries are finally hitting, we get to see. I guess it's like more bittersweet because unfortunately you have players like Moore, Kaliev, and Velarde that are out, but then we get extended looks at Turcotte, Fagemo, Kupari's even getting an extended look too. So yeah, it's tough to see when you have some players like the top end players that we see go down this year, but I don't know. I'm excited to see what Turcotte and Fagemo can do with an extended look. They deserve it for sure.
I just been complaining all year about these kids not getting opportunities, right? And now they are. I mean, granted, it is because of injury, and realistically, that was going to be the only way, that or a trade, right? So, now it's going to be a time to show it. But if you think about it, what if Turcotte gets 10 games and he walks away with 7-8 points? Does he stay up the rest of the season? Like, is he a person that you can rely on in the bottom 6 for the playoffs? Like, that's the kind of stuff that you look at. And players that took advantage of that last year were Jordan Spence, Sean Durzi, et cetera, and they played key minutes in the playoffs, right? Mm-hmm. And so I think it's going to be something that is interesting to see. I mean, I would still say Kupari's in that group, Fagemo, Turcotte. Which one of these 3 guys are really going to take advantage of these injuries and show that they can be reliable come April?
I think, I want to see Turcotte take advantage of the situation for sure. I hope he does. He deserves it. It's just based off all the injuries he's been dealing with.
All right. Again, he comes in, and again, fans will call it goaltending, but the shutdown ability, or rather the absence of it in the Nashville game and the Chicago game, is a real problem. I think, I think that's everybody knows it's the weakest link. I think, when you're in this haze of putting up W's, a lot of people think that the Copley ride is going to last forever, and he's only got 30 NHL games before the season for a reason, And so, as much as sports are all about stories, right? I'm living through it right now with the Niners, 7th round, last pick in the draft. We're winning. They got 11 straight wins, right? Like, this is storybook fairy tale type stuff, and it happens in sports. I mean, who wouldn't love that, right? Copley leads Kings to their 3rd Stanley Cup. Right, guy out of nowhere that most people didn't even think we would sign, but most of the time, that stuff doesn't. Most of that stuff that the time that stuff doesn't happen, right? And so it's just you gotta lean on when we can. We gotta hope that Quick gets going and at least is serviceable, and maybe we do make one of those giant trades at the deadline.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. We'd love to see Copley carry the Kings to the playoffs. I think everybody's kind of not really expecting that to happen. Obviously it would be a great story, but you need Jonathan Quick or even Cal Peterson to kind of figure it out at some point. And Quick's looked pretty good the last couple games he's played. The Nashville game, just in his appearance, I thought pretty much almost all those goals that the Kings gave up because of good deflections or just bad defensive play. And I mean, look at the Chicago game. Copley didn't even really have to do much, and he had like one of his better performances from a statistical standpoint in terms of goals saved against above expected. It's like 1.9 something. But the Kings only gave up 19 shots on goal, which is a season low. And they've only done that, I think, 3 times this year, and 2 times have been against Chicago. So they just need to play better defensively. And if you can play better defensively, you don't have to really worry about these goaltending problems that the Kings have had. Just so focus more on defense like they have been in the past. That's what's won them championships in the past as well. If you could do that, you're gonna win a lot more games. So, but it'll be interesting to see if Rob Blake decides to address a lot of the goaltending problems that they've had come trade deadline time. But I don't really know if he'll be able to do that just based off contract status with Cal Peterson, the loyalty they'll have to show to Jonathan Quick, and the way Phoenix Copley's kind of been winning games. His stats aren't great, but he's still winning games. He's got a 13-3 record. So yeah, it's tough. It's a tough situation that Rob Blake's in.
I know he was a big name last year. Do you think Konechny is going to be another big name on the trade block this year?
I don't know. I think
Konechny just after this year, he's got 2 years at 5.5. He leads the team with 46 points right now. I mean,
he seems like a Chaparella type of guy. Feels like somebody that Torts would want to keep around. I don't know. The Flyers are in such a weird place. I feel like they're right on the cusp of becoming a decently good team, but they're still missing a few pieces. It's just, and then trading Konechny would kind of just set them back so far. Like,
yeah,
Sean Couturier has been out pretty much all year. I think he's still hurt. Farabee is a good young player for them. Cam York's a really good young defenseman for them. So they have a lot of good young pieces. They just need to find, I think, that last superstar that's still missing from the team. And Kevin Hayes also is a good player.
Yeah, I mean, he's 25. His contract ends when he's 27, maybe 28. You could give him another 5-year deal, and he could still be around for competitive hockey if they flip it around from an organizational standpoint. Richard coming in here, long-time listener. Let's go Kings. Let's get an effing win. I like it. Richard, seeing Turcotte get his first pro goal would be awesome. I exactly agree. Let's do it. Thank you for coming in. Cyanide, it looks like that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. I think the forwards are not an issue, in my opinion. Edler was brought in as the 7th D-man to provide leadership and slot in a couple times exactly during the back-to-back games. Need to think long-term. I don't know if he's referring to as far as like the defenseman in the trade deadline. We've been talking about the rumors all year long. Yeah, Edler, I didn't believe he was going to play over half the season. And I think it was a mistake if he is playing over half the season because of how old he is. And we've seen some games where the tread on the tires, so to speak, have not been there. So, I mean, I think that they need to make a move. But, we'll see if Rob wants to get, frisky and go for that big sweep, or if he's just going to bring in maybe a depth piece like he did last year for a 7th round pick. I think Kings fans deserve a home run type swing. Although he has been making those quite a bit. I mean, you got Fiala, you got Arvidsson, you got Deneau. Like, it's not like he hasn't been going out there and getting quality players.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Do you want to trade for a Gavrikov, which is he's a good defenseman? I think he would be an upgrade, not that much of an upgrade over what they have now. So that's the thing. Is like, do you want to give up some of your trade capitals, some of your prospects for a player?
I don't know if Russ is cutting in and out or if it's me lagging, but let's get to some people in the chat here. Jala coming in with a let's go. CJ, I don't understand playing Edler into the ground, honestly. There you go. You back there, Russ? Maybe not. All right, CJ coming in. Hello, guys. And chat, go Kings go. Welcome in, CJ. Let's see. So Richard coming back in. So far on the road trip, the defense has been an issue. Or is it the forwards playing in their own zone that has you worried? I mean, so I got to admit, I didn't watch all of the Chicago game. Was busy working, had to watch the highlights. So I didn't get to see how the in between the scoring chances went, to be honest with you. But I mean, when you score more points, you're trying to play more in your own zone, and sometimes you are lead to counter punches. This is a pro league. I mean, people are going to win games or steal points. I mean, you can't expect Chicago not to or Nashville not to ever get any points. But yeah, I mean, they haven't looked great. I don't think they've looked historically bad. Russ, you keep cutting in and out, or is it me cutting in and out on your side?
Can you hear me? I think I'm cutting out a little bit.
It took you in and out. Did that help, or do you just want to try to do it on your own and reset? Cyanide commenting on what he said before, whether it's bringing in a depth guy like Gavrikov or maybe even giving Toby or Spence a shot. Yeah, I mean, they've been giving Toby a shot here and there. I think we'll see the trade deadline. If they make a big move, obviously there's going to be some space given up, right? But Spence is another right shot, right? And you're talking about playing more guys on their offside. So I mean, we'll see how that works out there. Richard coming in after being a bottom feeder for some time. Yes, we do deserve some consistency in a playoff winner too. No disagreements there. Let's see. All right, Nick Vroman coming in here. Any thoughts on the Ottawa possibilities? I know there's been a lot of scouting going on. Look at Holden or maybe a potential target like Shabbat. I don't know if it's isn't Talbot their goalie? I wonder if that's maybe where the Kings are kind of looking at there, maybe going in between the pipes instead of on defense. Oop. Losing Russ. We'll keep your questions coming in here. Thank you guys for being in the chat. We'll keep this scroll rolling here across the bottom with scores and everything like that, and I'll try to get over to all your fan questions as possible. But thank you guys for coming in. Let's watch some hockey. Quality chance there from Arvidsson all the way from the blue line. He does like to shoot from anywhere, but maybe you want to get a little bit closer to the net there, Arby. Yeah, it's my friend Abby from Minnesota got me this. It says Malt Head Brewer Supply Group. It's a play on a lot of the old Motorhead T-shirts, man. Thank you, CJ. I like myself the beer. Speaking of, I don't have any beer. Oh, well. Not the worst thing in the world. All right, throw it in the chat. Who do you guys think is going to be the first one to put one in back of the twine here for the Kings? QB's kind of hot. I think I'm going to go with Byfield. He's been feeling it lately. We got Arvidsson. We got Turcotte with the shades. Like, it's no big deal. When in doubt, let's go Kemp's. Juice right here. Another one for Kempe. Hope Turcotte gets one tonight. I hope so, too. Let's go multi-point game for Turks. We had Jad get it done the other night. Let's Let's see if Turks can get it done. Has anybody been to Philadelphia to see a game in the chat? Philadelphia is supposed to be known as a sports city. I wonder, it looks pretty empty there right now. Although it is 7 o'clock, maybe traffic delaying that, or they're just a bad team. But it seems like it'd be a good place to go see a game. Get yourself a cheesesteak. I looked up tickets for my Niners to go play the Eagles. Ooh, there we go. $700 for standing room only right now for that NFC Championship game. Everybody know, not yet, but Richard's coming here. Yeah, get a cheesesteak and a 40 before the game. I like it. I like it. Clear it out, boys. Clear it out. There we go. Don't panic. Reset. Get a change. Nice one. All right. Stereo fan coming in here in the chat, except for the classic Kings logo. I always thought the Flyers logo is the best in the league. I would probably say the Blackhawks would probably be my favorite. But it's all those prestigious organizations, right? Flyers, Blackhawks, Red Wings. That always really, I feel like, are some of my tops. Oh, off the post. Oh, whiffer. Come on. All right, Kings. Buzzing a little bit here. We're buzzing. 5 shots early. Let's keep it going. Nice stretch pass. Ooh, RV off the outside of the post. Oh, come on. I follow. CJ went to Mullet Arena last week. That was fun. Told Kachuk. Brendan says hello. I like it. I like it. Ooh. All right. Hopefully this doesn't kill the momentum. Kings have been playing well. Luckily for us, the Flyers' power play is just as bad as our penalty kill. Stereo fan, that's hilarious. For all you watching on YouTube and not listening to this after, that's hilarious. So Russ is resetting his entire computer. He'll be back here shortly, and hopefully Joe can join us later. So I know you guys don't want to stare at me the entire game. There we go. Jael, go Kings, go. I like it. See if we can finish this kill, boys. Nav, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Richard coming here. PK has been better than earlier in the season. I don't know if they've been better. I just think they've been less bad. I don't know if that's the same thing, but they definitely could improve. I think you're looking at an opportunity, though, for some of these young kids. You saw there Kapari on the penalty kill. Not really known for a defensive stalwart, but if you can make a name for himself, you start carving out more ice time, you start moving yourself up the list there, and bad goal. Bad goal. Bad goal. Right after the PK. We're better than that, boys. With all the RFAs this summer, these kids need to be re-signed. That was too easy for the Flyers. I agree there on both sentiments there. You're looking at in the offseason, you can't help but to sign these kids because, one, either they haven't played yet, so their cost won't be that expensive, or they haven't been given the chance to play, right? And you drafted all these guys high for a reason. Got to give them the chance. All right. So I just, before watching this game, I just finished episode 2 of The Last of Us. Anybody else watching that show right now? If anybody played any of the video games, man, they did a great job on the clickers. Really love that episode. Yeah, Richard, that show kicked some ass. Yeah, episode 2 was dope. Love it. It's so good. My favorite video game of all time. Phenomenal stuff. Oh, Russ back in. Let's see if
I'm here. I made it.
Clear as a bell. No worries.
My computer took a dive on me. I'm back though. I did see that 2-on-1 goal. Can't allow that cross-ice pass there, Dowdy. I think he kind of got handcuffed there when that puck bounced over. Dude, I heard you guys talking about The Last of Us.
Yeah.
How awesome is that show so far?
It's so great. It's phenomenal.
I haven't played the game, but it's really making me want to play the game. But I've seen a lot of like the comparisons of like side by side of how the game is compared to the show.
Yeah.
Dude, unreal. Great show so far. I'm excited.
No, it's phenomenal. It's great. And then like the fact that they got the writer for the game to be on the show and like have so much input, you know, you would think they would do that with most of these other shows, right? Like,
is there an echo still? Do you guys hear an echo in the chat? Do you hear an echo, Brandon?
No.
Okay. Let's get it going here, boys. What are we doing? Shots are 6-4?
Well, it was 5-0. And then we took that PK and it kind of just deflated all of our momentum. Had a shot off the post and then whiffed on the one-timer.
Thanks, Davo. I see you. Appreciate it. JVR got the goal. JVR is an interesting name to watch at the deadline. That's another player that, I mean, you could have a player like that in your bottom 6.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. It's the Flyers. What are we doing?
Nav coming in here. The tendrils are scarier than the spores, to be honest. The hive mind is bringing in extra danger. Yeah, I like that little twist that they made.
I'm actually surprised that Copley is in today.
Why do you say that?
You've been getting decent games out of Quick. And I was looking up Quick's career splits, and this doesn't really pertain, I guess, to this year. But he has the highest save percentage against the Flyers than any other team in his career. And obviously there's different players, different years, but I guess it's more of a comfortability thing. And
yeah, he's from the East Coast, you know. Maybe he feels
here
more
we
comfortable.
Go. Power play coming up.
So I'm way behind you then. Let me
Quickie just went to the bench. I can pause my stream for a little bit. I'll pause it when I get to a stoppage.
There you go. I'm live now.
The Flyers just touch it for you?
Now it did. I'm at 10. Here we have a commercial break. I'll go out and come back in.
Ooh.
Little
Dursey took a little bit of a
mankind face grab. What is this? The WWE?
They call it tripping on that? It's actually, I thought that was kind of a softy, but that's all right. We'll take it.
That's called assault.
If there's one thing I think about with Jared Anderson Dolan, it's power play unit 1.
Hey, that's where he made his mark last year. It was right the net front, right behind the net. So that's where they're playing him. I'm all for it.
Oh, there you go, Kopi. That's what I'm talking about, boy.
There we go.
Perfect setup.
Look who was screening the goalie. Power play
expert
expert.
On the half wall.
Jared Anderson Dolan.
That's right. Jared Anderson Dolan. Just leave him there. Fiala with another point. Is that his 50th?
So Doughty,
It
Fiala,
was
one-timer.
it was actually Provorov that screened Carter Hart.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect screen.
Well, Anderson Dolan knew when to leave, I like it.
Hey, it's on. That's the thing with Anderson Dolan is he's the practices I go to. He's always the first player on the ice, and he's always the last player to leave. He'll stay on with the scratches even, and just stay on the ice the entire time. And that's why I think you see him get more playing time than a lot of other like fringe players, I guess, because McClellan likes him, the players like him. I could see him definitely being a coach at some point when his career is over with. He's kind of got that mentality. Point number 50 for Kevin Fiala in game number 50.
So the assists were Fiala and Doughty?
Mm-hmm.
Davo coming in with my captain. Nav coming in with Kings and a good power play. Hell must be freezing over.
Dude,
West
right?
Coast, West Coast Hockey Bias. Torts was smiling. I heard him say Kopi was his favorite player in the league. I like it. And Rich coming in. It's about time after decades of mediocre power play. Hey, we might be inconsistent, but we always seem to score a lot of goals. So at least it makes the losing more palpable, I think. I mean, I don't know. Like when we were losing games and we only scored 1 goal a game, like it was just the minutia of watching that was just brutal.
Isn't it funny though? Like with what West Coast Hockey Bias said, like towards like loving Kopitar, which I mean we've heard him say that. I think he said that I think last year when he was talking about McDavid, how he wants to see McDavid play a more complete game, and he should watch Kopitar play. And like we see like coaches like what Sutter said the other day when he was talking about Cale Makar, he was like comparing him to like Drew Doughty and Chris Chelios. It's like this is the type of players you need to have in your team. Like, yeah, they can put up these. Look at the players that are putting up all these like astronomical numbers, like McPowerplay, who's just lighting it up, but they're not winning games. You need to have players that want to play the full 200-foot game. They're winners. That's how you're going to win games. You can't just win it on one side of the ice. You have to play both sides, and if you want to take your team far in the playoffs, that's what Kopitar and Doughty does.
Jim Hiller for Jack Adams. I like it.
Dude, Jim Hiller, what a pickup. I didn't think. I mean, obviously you get a healthy Drew Doughty. Kevin Fiala helps, but
but they're not afraid to make changes. They're not afraid to make changes on the power play.
Yeah, there's a lot more movement too. You see especially the front man, and they're utilizing that bumper position more, like Joe talked about a lot last year. They're utilizing that bumper position more, and they're utilizing that front man more, not just as a screener, but as more of an available player for a pass.
Yeah,
and that's helped so much. I mean, what the Kings have a freaking top 10 power play. Who knew? Oh crap! Oh, there we go. Dursey, kill me, bud.
All right. The bliss was short-lived.
This is the Sean Dursey experience. We're in it. We're in it, boys and girls. What is that? Wade Allison? We're getting beat by Wade Allison. That's an overcommit. Can't overcommit on the side there.
Copley had a chance to settle it in.
2 goals and 7 shots. Here we go again.
Was it unassisted?
I think Hayes got a piece of it. We've been Dursey'd. Yes, we have. Yes. The last game, you had 2 points and was a -2. God, he's such an enigma. All right, Kapari, let's see it. Here you go, Turks. I'm so confused by Kupari. It's like right there. It's like right on the cusp. You see flashes of what made him a first round pick, but then I don't know if it's a confidence thing. I'd love to see him just be more confident with the puck, especially utilizing his speed that he has.
Yeah, I mean, it's always been. I mean, you know, my thing with him, it's always been the confidence thing, just being able to have the authority to take control when he needs to. But when you were gone, I said, like, you know, with
QB Kobe.
Oh, there we
hat trick watch in first period. Let's go, boys.
I can't type fast enough in the score update.
That was a great play by QB. What a pass, too, to set up Kempe. That was just an all-around great play by that first line. The thing with Quentin Byfield, he's been utilizing his body so much more this year, ever since he came back up, and it's so evident every time. Like, that's what he needed, right? Like, you don't need to utilize your speed on every play, every shift. Utilize your body more, especially when you got the puck in the offensive zone. Oh man, if this is a 9-8 game, I'm gonna scream.
Byfield with the setup. I like it. Nice goal. Nick, welcome into the chat. I don't think I've put any of your comments up there. Appreciate it, guys. Richard Kopi hat watch. Sunil, effing Dursey needs to go. I mean, but he's the second defenseman on the team in points. You're with the Dursey experience there. Kopitar, let's effing go. I like it. Would love to see Dursey gone. Ooh, Nick's on the Dursey train. I'm not going to throw that up there. Byfield and Kopi are like the Twin Towers out there. Yeah, they're using their size and effectiveness down the ice. I like it.
Oh my Lord. Can we let's play a little bit of defense here, boys?
Are you at 7-12?
Here, let me pause my stream just a second. All right, IFL's got the puck in the behind. Did know.
Mm-hmm. Roy touched it. Yeah.
Yep. Roy just got it. Yeah.
I'm at 6:48.
Yep.
Okay.
It's weird. This line has been I think they've just been a little off the last few games. I don't know if it's just they're not as dominant as we're used to seeing, but
it's where they need a shakeup, you think?
Oh, there we go. They just drew a penalty.
All right. Let me get some more water. I like it.
Good thing we're not doing like a thing for every goal. We might be looking at like a 6-5 game here.
What shot? We're doing shots.
Yeah, like a shot for each goal. This is not a drinking stream. This is
I mean, if start doing more of these live streams, we got to have like a hockey royalty drinking game.
Yeah, right.
Take a drink every time we get Dursey'd.
We will be hammered by the time we get to the third period. Yeah, Trent. I wish I had the over too. I mean,
over was 6. Over under was 6.
I would love to see what the Kings must have gone over in almost at least 70% of the games this year.
Mm-hmm.
You'd win a lot of money if you'd bet the over in every Kings game this year. You think we get a Kopitar hat trick? Less than 13 minutes? Or what? 6:20 into the first? Or left in the first?
You hat trick in the first period? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it. When was Kobe's last hat trick? What was it? Opening night last year?
What, against Vegas?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice screen, a little chip. Just didn't go in there for Jad.
I'm surprised they put Anderson Dolan in that spot, though. I thought QB would have been a good. What are we doing, Fiala? I thought QB would have been a good player. I mean, it's not that I'm upset about it, but just interesting. Oh, nice pass. Oh,
Play a little tic-tac-toe.
yeah. Got stuck there. Fiala is such a difference maker on that unit. It's insane. For every turnover in front of the net, an odd man rush, take a sip. All right, Richard, are you trying? Are you trying to get us drunk? Is that what we're doing here? Yeah, QB does add nice size to that unit. I guess there's some size missing there too. You have Arvidsson, I followed Deneau, Dursey in the back end. That makes sense. Oh, we got Sean Walker's playing on the second unit. I wonder if Dursey left?
Did Dursey himself out of this game?
I wonder if he got hurt on that last play. It seemed like he was hurting his neck a little bit, holding his neck a little bit. Yeah, I think Faust just said Dursey's getting looked at. All right, Copley. Let's control these rebounds here. Ooh.
Oh.
Dude, walks? It's been looking pretty good lately.
Not my Walker.
Not your Walker. There we go. Let's get Turks a look. There you go. There you go. Settle it down. Fagmo. Dude, we are just getting beat to every loose puck right now. You did that.
Trent coming in here, flew down from Seattle to watch that game against Vegas last year with the Kopi hat trick. That was a fun one. That would be amazing.
Uh-oh. Did we lose Brandon?
No, I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Sorry.
Yeah.
Phoenix played deteriorated after he gave up that weak goal against San Jose. It's weird. Phoenix has been totally different ever since Quick was given that start against Philly, kind of out of nowhere.
I mean,
it kind of disrupted. I don't know if it's disrupted his momentum, but yeah, he's been a different player or different goalie since that.
Or maybe he was just playing above his station for the longest time.
Yeah, that or the defense was playing better in front of him.
Yeah, when is Toby going to get some run here on this? Did he play the other night? Did he play last night?
Yeah, he played on Sunday.
On Chicago? Okay. Yeah, I was watching my Niners kick some Cowboy butt. So
yeah, that they did.
We had the Kings game on too, but I really wasn't paying attention to it much.
No, I don't blame you. I think Toby actually even played that much on Sunday. This is so weird. They have. Oh, what? Oh my God! Did that go in and come straight out? Dude, that fooled Fausti. Oh man, Lizzo. Trying to see how much time. Bjornfoot played 13 minutes on Sunday, +1.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just gotta platoon him more. Yeah, that fooled me too. I thought that was in. That must have hit crossbar and bounced straight down.
Was that just a call, a stoppage and play, or they did something?
No, yeah, it was offsides on the Flyers.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna get a refill. Be right back.
Nick, you would not pay 4 first-round picks to have Edler never play again. No, you would not. Yeah, Richard, we did need that goal. Thought we had it. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Yeah, I got it off. You guys ever check out 47.com? Their hats are actually really good, and they're only about like $25. They actually all have pretty good hats. There's like a little 47 on the side there. I buy most of my hats off 47. New Era, you go to like New Era or Lids or anything, it's like, it was like $40 for a hat. I'm like, what the hell? When did hats become so expensive? We need to stop talking about eggs being expensive. Talk more about hats being too expensive. So Neil, how many chewing gums has Todd had? Yeah, Todd's. Oh, that puck landed flat on the red line. That's insane. Dude, for it to land flat like that and then roll out, that's just bad luck. There you go, Kopi. You kick that puck. All right, so it looks like we have Jersey is not. It looks like Jersey's not playing. We have Roy paired with Walker right now. All right, boys, hold your breath. We're going to need a big game from Sean Walker today. Should be fun. Yeah, the Kings probably could have been called on like 3 different penalties there.
So was an indefinitive evidence, or what happened with or did they not have a replay on it?
Crossbar, straight down, and the puck landed like flat on the red line, on the goal line, and rolled out. Okay, at all. I mean, you could have called Walker earlier on this shift, but that's not a penalty. I guess freehand. The ref sees it. Makes sense. Dude, shots galore. Oh, there we go. We got wide open in front. Got lucky there.
Yeah, like I mean, you look at I follow slips, and then Dano like overcompensates because he slips and then leaves that guy wide open on the backside.
Mm-hmm. Notice the Kings play this power play kind of structure a lot more. You see the top man kind of a little bit more of a rover back and forth to the sides, and then Deneau slides a little bit more into the slot, take out that bumper position, and also take away that crossing pass. It's weird. I like it, but you give up a lot of space to the point man, especially on the side. It's kind of a, I mean, obviously you're shorthanded, so like you see Kupari, like Edler sliding way too high there. Here you go, Copley. All right, end of one. What do we think here, Randon? 2-2. Kopi's got both goals.
Couple of counters there for the Kings. I think the team overall, though, is playing a little shaky. I think. I mean, especially for like how good we looked in the first 5 minutes of this game. I think that first goal kind of really shifted the momentum, and we've been playing catch up. So hopefully they can come out in the second period and start with a little bit of oomph, kind of really take the momentum back in this game.
As much as we all want to joke about Dursey and like the Durseyisms, man, losing him, that would be tough. That would be tough.
Yeah, I know. If only we had a player that had a high offensive skill output that we could have kept on this team.
Hey, I thought the Brant Clark train was parked for the time being. Dude, he's lighting it up in the OHL right now. I think he's leading the league in points per game ever since he's gone down there.
I don't know.
He's tearing it up. They really need to get bigger D-men to clear out the garbage from the paint. I mean, that's what Alex Edler and Matt Roy are supposed to be doing, Mikey Anderson. But yeah, it's weird. We talk about size being an issue on the defensive side. I mean, most of the defensemen on the Kings are over 6 foot. They don't play big.
Yeah.
They play like more of fast transitional type game than they do hard checking physical game.
Well, it's the same thing with Kopari, right? I mean, he's a big dude. You look at him on the same line as with Turcotte, and he dwarfs him, but he doesn't play big. So, yeah, let's see for the Barrie Colts this year, 11 points in 6 games.
Not bad. It's what we wanted to see, right? We didn't want him to go down there and then kind of lose his footing. We wanted him to do what he was doing last year in the OHL. Dominate.
So he's on pace for 61 points in 33.
Rasmus is big, and he is indecisive. That's 100% true. That's perfect the way you described him, Sunil. You see like a little bit of Evgeny Malkin almost to his game at some times, but he's also got speed. But then he's just so there's like that there's no drive or no intensity to his game, and like if you notice, like there's sometimes when he has the puck up in the neutral zone, he's skating, and he's like cutting to the middle of the ice for some reason. I'm like, dude, Kupari, just use your speed, stay to the outside, just keep the puck along the boards, use that size. You have size and speed. Why don't utilize it instead of trying to cut across the middle and force yourself into a crowd. Rasmus he could be trade bait. I could see that happening.
I just think, and then when he does cut to the center and does a good job at it, he doesn't shoot the puck.
Yeah.
Like he gets lost.
He's a distributor. That's so weird. That's why it's like you want to see him be a little bit more aggressive in throwing the puck to the net. Like I remember we talked about this last year on the pod. I was talking about the same thing with Kupari. And then this was right before that game against Florida where Martin Furk had that game-tying goal in the last few seconds or whatnot. He had that goal against Florida where he did all those nice moves, cut to the net, and he just threw a backhand on net, and it just happened to go in. I want to see a little bit more of that assertiveness out of him. He's a good player. He's still young too, but yeah, he could be pretty entertaining piece in a trade.
You think a lot of these teams, like, well, let's just say like the team like Arizona, right? I mean, that's the most obvious one or the most rumored one. Like, they're not going to want all guys that aren't NHL ready. Like, they're going to want some guys that, like, prospects that still have potential. Because obviously Kupari would play on the Yotes right now. So I mean, they're not going to only want picks, right? I think they had 3 first rounders. They had 8 picks in the top 3 rounds. Like, I think it's good. They can't just have nothing but prospects, because then they're going to run into the same thing the Kings did, in the fact that all their prospects are ready to come in at the same time, and there's no room for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. I mean, I think you're going to probably, I would assume Logan Cooley makes that roster next year. You're going to have, you're going to have potentially Bedard, Fantilli, this year. So maybe they do just have just nothing but the youngins play. Trent coming in here with an intermission discussion. What arenas have you guys seen a game in? For me, it's been if anybody knows me, I do like baseball road trips, and I'm down like 27 out of 30 knocked out for those. And so I think hockey is probably going to be the next one on the list. But I've been to Chicago, I've been to LA, Anaheim, and Dallas are the stadiums I've been to see a Kings game or to see any game for the NHL.
Yeah, I haven't really actually been to that many. That's surprising at all. I've only really been to LA, Arizona, Anaheim. I feel like I'm missing some. That's all I can really think of. I need to get out there. I need to go to Vegas. Is what I need to do. I've never been to T-Mobile. I need to see a game there.
Is this like the epitome moment or the epiphany moment where like us as hockey royalty needs to plan a guys trip for a Kings game?
Dude, right? You guys just need to make your way out to LA. Just all crash in my place. We can do like a hockey royalty suite night. Just invite some listeners.
Yeah.
Have the Kings just comp it. Like, come on, guys, just hook us up. Give us a suite for the night.
Hey, you're the one at the stadium, man. See if you want to hook that up. I can get on a plane pretty quick there.
I'm surprised they even let me in the building. Just let alone give me a suite for the night.
Your press credential isn't even laminated.
Yeah, exactly. They just print it out. I have to print it out at home and take it in myself.
Jack Fry coming in here bragging rights. I'll be at MSG and UBS Arena for the Kings game next month.
Oh, nice.
What is UBS? Is that the Devils?
It's the Islanders.
Islanders? Okay.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Well,
Richard
how much is
on the T-Mobile? Yeah. I've seen a Kings game in Vegas, but I saw him play at MGM Grand with the old Frozen Fury, which was way better than I'm sure what T-Mobile was. Because I'm sure if you guys have been to Frozen Fury back in the day, that gauntlet.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what this is, Brandon, but there was so MGM Grand, small little arena. There was Frozen Fury was there for quite a while. Leading into the arena, there's just like long hallway, just like in the casino, and Kings fans would just line it up. I've video that I took on like an old, like I think BlackBerry back in the day, but Kings fans would just line it up, and it would just be everybody drinking, hanging out. I mean, I was just partying there, and like people would just give me like, hey, drink this. I'd be like, all right, sure, and just whatever. And then people would walk in the middle. You have Kings fans just cheering on other Kings fans. But the funniest part about it was that whenever we saw the Avalanche play there, usually it was the Avalanche, but whenever like an Avalanche fan would like walk in the middle, everyone would just boo him to hell. It was so funny. So I think they called it the Gauntlet. It was an awesome time. I wish they still had that.
Let's see. We could call the group ticket sales and see what they'll end up doing. because they do have sweet single event sweet nights.
I'm gonna talk to Luke Robitaille and just be like, yo, hey Luke, we got a pretty good following over here. Really passionate Kings fans. They love the team. You obviously love the team. Your jersey's up in the rafters for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Hook us up with a sweep. Just one night. Be for Kings Coyotes. Some whatever game. Get all the boys and girls in there. Just hanging out, just drinking, watching the Kings game, talking puck. Sounds like a good time to me.
I like it.
Maybe Flyer Boy Randon out.
I think I'm gonna crack open a beer.
Send the privy jet over.
Yeah,
the PJ.
Doesn't even have to be a big jet.
Yeah,
I'm only one guy. I don't need. I don't need a huge jet.
We'll settle for a little propeller. Have him fly it himself. It's all good. Yeah, I miss those old Frozen Fury games at MGM Grand. Those were fun.
I've been thinking about for the last couple of years that video game looked dope. Forspoken. I've been thinking about for the last couple of years for my birthday to go see a game, like on a road trip. So, but we're doing that this year. Maybe we'll go because like I said, Mom got us the jerseys for Christmas, and the only stipulation is that we all have to go see a game together this year. So we'll see if it's
not a bad gig.
No. So we were thinking,
yeah, there we go. That's there.
I'll get there. I'll get there in a week.
Bust everybody out. Yeah. What's like the closest, I guess, other franchise nearby where you're at besides the Stars?
Either Arizona or St. Louis. St. Louis is an 8-hour drive.
Okay. How far is Arizona?
Like a 12-hour drive.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, but the flights are each about hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yeah.
They're not that bad.
I'm sure flights aren't that expensive either, like tickets.
No, I mean, especially since if it's just like a weekend trip, just pack everything in my bag and fly Spirit for $50 and hope I don't die.
You're hopping Frontier.
Yeah, no.
You ever seen the movie Soul Plane?
Yeah.
You got you have to put a quarter in for the locker on top, the baggage, the overhead. Dude, Mullet Arena, when I went there, that is a weird barn, to say the least. I mean, it's cool.
Where did that come from? The word barn for an arena? Is it because people in Canada played in barns? Like,
I'm sure they did.
Like during the wintertime, like to keep away from the elements, they played in barns.
Daryl Sutter did. The Sutters probably played in their barn.
I gotta look this up. Let's see.
We hope the plane takes off. Oh, San Jose's AGM is in New Jersey. Yeah, everyone's been saying Meyer to the Devils. I mean, I'd be fine with that. Send him as far away from the Pacific Division as possible. Guy destroys LA.
All right, so while far cry from the structure of arenas in the NHL, traditionally minor league hockey teams and rinks are played in small facilities that often resemble the shape of farming barns, which is where the slang comes from.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
The more you know.
I'm debating either beer or coffee because I got another podcast after this live stream. Got a chant for my Niners.
I just tried this coffee. I swung by in Costa Mesa area. There's just it's like they have these little micro coffee shops. There's one called Moon Goat. Had a coffee from there today, actually a couple hours ago. It's pretty good. Get a lot of these hotty toddy coffee spots. I'm not big into coffee, but
this was a great goal, like the one they're dissecting right now. Like just the way he uses his body, like you're seeing him get more and more confidence. And I think that's the biggest thing. Like it took Kempe like 4 years to get some confidence consistently. you're starting to see it from QB quite a bit by using his size there to shield the player. And he's looking for somewhere to go with that puck.
Yeah, put your body, especially for Byfield, right? Put your body between the opponent and the puck. That's exactly what he did there. He got the puck on the boards, spun around a little bit. That's Tony DeAngelo too. That's not like a whatever player. I mean, he plays subpar defense, but it's still pretty good player. And it's a smart play, heads up play. That's what you want to see.
Nav coming in here, coffee now, beer later to celebrate. Or I can just put whiskey into the coffee. I mean, that always works.
There we go.
I think
liquor before beer, you're in the clear.
Yeah,
that's what I know.
But man, I think what else would be close? I mean, Florida's only a 2-hour flight. Go see. It wasn't that far actually when I flew to see, because I went to Tampa and Miami this summer for the baseball stadiums. By the way, Miami, very underrated baseball stadium. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
It's pretty new too, right?
Super new. I mean, the area that it's in is okay. It's like by Little Havana. So like you have to go through kind of like this up and coming, rundown kind of mixed neighborhood. And if you're not a local, I would say that you could easily take a step down the wrong pathway. But it's by Little Havana, which I've been to, which was great. A lot of great restaurants there, some good breweries. But the arena, what I really liked about it the most is like it has tons of beer options because I'm a big beer guy. Mm-hmm. And then a lot of local style food. Like you saw a lot of Cuban spots, a lot of Latin places. Like I think that's my biggest drawback from like the ballpark in Arlington here, or Global Life Field. This thing's massive, beautiful to be in, but it just feels like I'm in an indoor mall. Like there's no like authentic nature.
So like
Texas.
Corporate kind of food places. Yeah. It's kind of that's kind of how Dodger Stadium, and I don't know. I haven't really eaten inside of Kings games. I just eat the hot dogs in the press box. But I don't know if you guys can tell us how the food is, what you guys think about the food in crypto. But even Dodger Stadium, it's just like, I mean, Dodger dogs are cool. I think they're kind of a little overhyped. I mean, they're just.
Is there anything special about them?
No, there's nothing special about Dodger dogs, and this could be a bad take, but I mean, I'm a huge Dodger fan, and they're just Farmer John hot dogs. That's all they are, and the way they like, the bun is always so soggy, and I don't know. I've been to a lot more baseball games or stadiums than like you have, and I went to Arlington. I haven't been to the new one. But I went to see a Ranger game at Arlington, and dude, their food there is great. I thought,
yeah,
we got they had like a 6 foot long, or not 6 foot, like a couple foot long, like hot dog. Yeah, it was like a chili dog. Yeah, it was awesome. It was amazing food, and I'm like, dude, like you get none of this in Dodger Stadium.
I think I think my favorite hot dog, I mean, I haven't had one at every, because I had like more Cuban food in Miami, but my favorite hot dog or brat was in the Cubs game.
Cubs?
Yeah. And I went off the reservoir on this one. It was like they dipped the sausage or bratwurst or whatever in buffalo sauce and grill it. And then they put like blue cheese drizzle over the top of it with like some crunch. Like it was almost like what usually comes with barbecue that's crunchy. It's
like those crispy onions kind of.
Yeah, it was like crispy onions and stuff like that. And it was just delicious. Like the game was horrible. Like this was back when the Cubs were just god awful, and they were losing 9-1 in the first inning, and like it was just like it took you completely out of the game to watch it, But it was the best hot dog. I went back for 2 more. Because that's all there was to do. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. CJ asks, do you think Stoli takes over for Jim? Foxy was asked about retirement. He said if you look at a gas gauge, he's about a quarter tank left. I don't know. I think Foxy says that, but I'm sure he'll stick around for a little bit longer. But yeah,
he does a lot of that. He does a lot of that self-deprecation stuff, where he like, oh, I wasn't a good player, or like this.
I know he does. He needs to hold himself to a higher standard. Foxy's the best. He's such a nice guy too.
I
mean,
think
that's a lot of the King. I mean, too. We're back.
I don't know if I would think Stoll would be a good play-by-play guy.
Well, more like a color analyst, you think?
That or I think.
I
Do you
guess.
think he wants to like move higher up in the coaching ranks, or do you think he? I mean, he would have every opportunity with not only what he does now, but like his wife being Erin Andrews to do color if he wanted to.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if he wants to move to coaching or if he wants to stick. Oh, nice play, Mikey. I don't know if he wants to stick to broadcasting, but I think that'd be an easy transition. Him just going straight to the color analyst for the Kings once Foxy's gone. I think he's great. He's great in the studio with him and Patrick. They're awesome together. If you go back even to listen to some of Foxy or Stolly's interviews when he was a player too, they were so good at that point.
I mean, Erin's been around for a long time. I'm sure she probably gets close to any game that she wants, right? So
they're pretty big with the team too. She has her clothing line, her women's clothing line with the Kings.
Yeah. You know, you could have a Tom Brady situation there, right? You know, you just marry into a little bit more money, you get to do whatever you're passionate about. I mean, Stoley, if he likes what he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stick right to the skate.
Yeah.
It's such a typical Dowdy move, just sitting right there. Just
like
hello?
What
the hell?
Hi.
That could be a gif. All right, another power play. Kopitar on the ice. 1 for 2, 3 shots.
You thinking little tipskis from Jad?
I was just about to say, I think we get a Jad goal here. Yeah, Dave, the Bally's contract. That's I don't know if you're talking about with Foxy's his own contract, but I know Bally's their contract's up, I think, after next year. I'm curious to see what the Kings do, or even what the NHL does with broadcasting.
Bally's has been great, I thought.
You think so?
Yeah. They have like their own app that you can watch the game on. Like they're not trying to be money hungry. I think, well, I mean, obviously they're making a lot of money on this, but
I don't know. I feel like it could be better. I'd like to see the team take more of a.
I just don't want it to go. I just don't want it to go to the point where they eliminate Bally's and like ESPN gets every single game and like you don't have your own analysts, right? Like,
well, I don't want that to happen. But Jersey's back. That's good. I wonder if the Kings would take over to have their own broadcasting service, kind of like how the Dodgers did it. The Dodgers have their own channel on Spectrum, though. I mean, that's terrible because you have to almost have Spectrum.
Yeah. Burke is saying that Bally's declared bankruptcy late last year.
Yeah, I think it's Diamond Sports Entertainment. Oh, nice setup. Yeah, that'll be something interesting to watch. I wonder if I can get some information on that. I was going to ask somebody. Oh, another power play. Whoa, bro, chill out there. There's Delorier.
The Slowers.
Former
the Slowers. You think, I mean, so like a lot of these colleges have big, like there's the Longhorns network and like all these, like, I wonder if LA could just get together and just have a big network for just LA sports in general.
That's the thing. So like, well,
all these
what the
billionaires can get together and just have their own channel. Like, so that way you could almost pay, like if you didn't care about ESPN Plus and wanted to watch all these games, you could just pay for, the LA Sports Network, where you could watch the Dodgers, the Kings, Clippers, Lakers, Anaheim, the LAFC, like, all these guys, and just buy and pay one subscription to see all these. Now, I'm sure if you're only like one team of all those, then it might be a little bit much to pay for. But like, if you're a constant sports fan where you like two or more sports out of all those, I mean, it'd probably be worth it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the Lakers and the Dodgers each have their own channel out here.
Oh, really?
But like I said, it's hard to access if you don't have certain services. Cable. Yeah, exactly. And everyone's going streaming now, like streaming. Like me personally, I don't have a cable or satellite service. I stream everything. I think a lot of people are doing that now.
Yeah, now everything has their own streaming service to where you might as well just pay for cable.
Yeah, the Kings do that for radio, which is stupid, by the way. I think, in my opinion, like why did we get rid of AM? I can't imagine that being so expensive that they had to switch their own iHeartRadio channel. It just makes no sense. We need to get a little offense going here. Do not call that.
I feel like we're just a hair late to all these little loose pucks.
Yeah, right.
What a pass.
That was a nice play. And that was a terrible power play.
Yeah. Hopefully I don't give it too much momentum here. That was a big back-to-back kill for Philadelphia.
Yeah, Velarde on the first unit. It's I mean, Jod obviously just a placeholder there, but Velarde, he was really good playing in that low net position.
I assume AD is Jad.
Yeah.
But
Stolly
Jad,
AD,
yeah. So, I mean, Anderson Dolan was one of the top power play contributors for the Reign last season, and he played in that spot down low. I mean, I like him in that spot. I mean, he was really good at it for the Reign. I just think the fact that when we start getting more pieces back, like Velarde and Kaliev, then you'll see that go away. But I wonder why you bring Fagemo up before this trip. I'm sure there's been practices.
Up Kings rule.
Like how come he's not?
Yeah. It's be interesting. Turk line out there.
Thank you for logging in. Appreciate it.
Defensive draw. Here you go, Turks. Oh. Set up the 1-3-1.
Set her up. Settle down.
Ooh, Fagemo is not doing okay right now after that hit by JVR.
That is a little long on the ice. We got a question for you, Russ. Russ, have you seen Moore around the practice rink at all?
I haven't even seen him. I saw him at the arena after a game a couple weeks ago, but I haven't seen him. Dude, I haven't seen him around lately. I don't know what's going up with Moore. I don't know I've heard upper body. I don't know if it's a shoulder thing. Obviously I'm speculating. I don't know if it's a concussion thing. It's a big mystery. With Kaliev, there was talk about he was in a boot, which he was. I saw him in a boot a couple times, but he doesn't have the boot on anymore. So he should be close. I'm sure he'll be skating soon. So we should get Kaliev back probably by the All-Star break or maybe even before that. This is such a weird game. Just no flow to it whatsoever.
I haven't been to Knott's Berry Farm since, I don't know, probably since the early 20s.
Yeah, it's not really the place. I don't know. It's all right.
Did they try to make it more like Six Flags, like with more roller coasters and stuff?
Not really. It's kind of the same thing. There you go, QB. Use that reach. Use that body. Fight off two guys. I love it. That's what I want to see.
Look at that baddie. Just doing it all himself.
Ooh.
Little dance in there.
Good shift by QB.
A little two-stepping for the old cubes. Oh, wide open.
Oh, Kobe. That was kind of a muffin. Just a little sauce on the ice there. Didn't even elevate, but that's all right. It's not what Kobe's known for. Good shift by
he got him his
Byfield
first
there.
goal.
It was
probably
one of his best shifts in a while. His reach, that was great.
And then he got the little dance, little swag going.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
He's playing with a little bit more intensity lately. I love it. I guess ever since he's probably been called up.
That's what you needed.
I mean, how many times did we watch Byfield last year? Even the last few times it's been up with the Kings, it just feels like the puck just always kind of falls off his stick or just rolls off his stick. You don't see that as much anymore.
Like right when he was about to get going or start a breakout, like he would just fumble it. Yeah.
I think he was playing too fast for himself.
Maybe.
He slowed down a little bit, used that body a little bit more. Why not give Kupari some power play time? Yeah, I don't know. Could be I mean, you could go with Kupari, you can go with Fagamo. Both players have obviously played on the power play with the Reign. But who do you have on the second unit? You have Iafallo, Arvidsson, Deneau, and Byfield with Dursey. I mean, probably.
I like Jad down low. Like if he was utilized in a different role, like on the half wall or whatever, then I'd be questioning it. But like down low, like he's that scrappy person. He's good up against the wall. Like I don't mind him down there.
Good in close spaces, which you kind of need. Good puck retrieval, which is huge. That's kind of what we saw Moore down there too. Because Moore is really good at puck retrieval. Look at Jim Hiller's probably talking about it right there on the bench.
See this puck? You need to retrieve that puck. See that puck? You need to retrieve that puck.
Yeah, I don't know who you would take Kupari or who would take out for Kupari even on the first unit too. I think Jod would be interesting, but Kupari doesn't play that well in tight spaces. Ooh, that was a nice shot.
There you go, Copley.
Yeah, that was better. Good rebound control.
Ooh.
Nice, Cop. Dude, yeah, this is the thing with this Deneau line. It's just been hemmed lately. It's weird. It's uncharacteristic.
Time for a shakeup.
I don't know. Kind of lost their mojo a little bit.
We've been wanting to see Fiala with Deneau for a little bit. Let's get the Avengers together.
I kind of like Fiala with Lazat. I mean, I'd like to see Fiala with Turcotte. I think that'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Let's really go crazy here. Fiala seems to elevate every player he plays with. I mean, look, he's turning. Oh, there you go, Jad.
You had way more time than that, Jad.
How are we looking at scores around the league? Dude, what do you think about Pierre Dorian following the Kings around? It's almost becoming stalker status with him.
I know we talked about that while you were rebooting. You think Cam Talbot's a reasonable upgrade for the Kings?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. It's like, how much more of an upgrade is he over Copley, and why would you trade something for that?
I mean, he's had premium seasons before, right?
Yeah, has a little bit of experience. Has his experience too.
His cap is $3 million.
Yeah, and then you'd still even have to just fit him in.
He's got a 903 this year for Ottawa.
I wonder if he's looking at like a Matt Roy or Sean Walker. All right, we got Turcotte back out there. Oh.
I mean, the last 4 seasons for him, 919, 915, 911, 903.
Yeah, not terrible.
As long as it's not like, not talking a first or whatever. Oh, fuck.
What happened there? Did Rasmus Ristolainen just score against us? That's awesome. Is that his first goal of the year? I wouldn't be surprised. Dude, how does that puck sneak through? Oh my god. Vagmo, how are you letting Ristolainen beat you to the net like that? I don't know if that one's on Dursey, Nick. I think that's a tough one for him to guard. I think that's more on Fagamo, who's just kind of lost his guy heading to the net. Oh, it's Ristolainen's second goal of the year. Sweet. Oh. Should be a hand pass. Oh.
Any assist on that one?
Ouch. That looked like it hurt. Yeah, I'm sure. Who was that guy that threw it on point? Frost and Van Riemsdyk got points on that. People hate Edler. I don't know why. I don't think he's trying to be like that one hit against Hyman, the Oilers game in Edmonton earlier in the year. Like, I don't even think it wasn't even like that. He was trying to be malicious in any way. He just was getting cooked by McDavid, or it was McDavid that he hit. It was just getting cooked by McDavid. McDavid just tried to dance around him and went knee on knee. Yeah, a lot of guys have been getting first goals against the Kings this year. Ian Mitchell had his first goal this year against the Kings on Sunday. Who's the guy on Nashville had his first career goal against the Kings? Colby, I think somebody. Colby White. It's terrible.
They have to get first goals against somebody.
If you haven't scored a goal and you see the Kings on the calendar, you should feel pretty good about your chances.
Lace them up tight.
Get ready. The puck is coming.
So who do you got this weekend, huh? For football?
I think the Chiefs pull it out. And I think
even with Mahomes and his ankle?
I think it'll be Chiefs Niners.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Charger fan. It just pains me to say it. But yep, I think the Chiefs take it.
I can't go against my own team, so it's going to be Niners. I think Niners Bengals. I don't think Mahomes 100%, even though he says he is. They said high ankle sprain. That's a 3-week injury minimum. Like, As I mean, I know he's not like a full just like dead runner, but like he scrambles a lot and does a lot of these schoolyard plays, and he's going to be hampered with it.
Yeah, Fagamo just lost his guy going to the net. You have to stay inside there. Oh, that'll get you sat next game. This is such a weird road trip. The Kings play today and they don't play until Friday.
Yeah,
Renee, I don't want to see Burrow win a Super Bowl before Herbert. I don't want to see that either. I don't. I really don't.
Well, he won't because the Niners will win, so you don't have to worry about it.
There we go. We're rooting for the Niners, I guess. I'd rather even have the Chiefs win, as much as I hate to say it, than... Dude, I thought the Chargers had it locked, too. They should have known they would go full Charger. Sure enough. All right, the no line. Let's get something going here.
Do you think we start to maybe see a little shaking of the dice, so to speak, and some line changes?
Nah.
We've been pretty flat this period, so
yeah, I don't know. That last goal was kind of a fluke, just bad defensive awareness, but first line's been playing pretty good. I think Byfield's had a couple good shifts. Fiala's
he's been great this game.
Yeah, Byfield's had a really good game. Fiala will get something. I think Fiala will get something going here in his next shift. Let's see.
Ooh, nice little pick there.
There you go. Here you go, Arvidsson. Oh, lose hot. Oh, there we go. Cycle that.
Renee saying, Russ, you should do a Chargers Spaces next season. Laughing.
It'd just be me like crying for a good hour.
So I forget. You told me this once before, and I don't remember. How did you become a Chargers fan?
There's no football team in LA when I was growing up besides USC.
Yeah.
San Diego Chargers were the closest thing. I think one of the first football games I went to was in San Diego. Junior Seau, Natron Means. Back in the day.
Yeah.
Man, the Chargers had some good teams.
Who was that big roided dude?
That Sean Merriman.
Yeah. And he had the lights out dance or whatever that was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, good save. Oh man, what do we do? How are we allowing the puck hit to the front of the net with a flyer play right there?
We just look lost.
Yep. Yeah. Jad kind of went for a stroll there in the corner. Getting beat to the front of the net. That's just so disappointing. See the Kings losing track of opponents' forwards more than any time last season.
Ooh.
Oh, Kupari. Kupari looked like a cone right there.
King's rule, if you're talking about the time, I think Russell's like a second behind me. We'll see when the game comes back on. Chargers are my AFC team because I went to SDSU. I was down there for 5 years, you know. So like And when I was down there, the Niners were just trash. So it was something good to watch on Sundays, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, be a part of that atmosphere. And like my best friend was a Chargers fan, so like just watching games on Sundays with him.
They're a good regular season team.
Plus, how could you not like
that?
Like LT? You know.
Oh, I loved LT. It's just a great player and a really good guy too.
Who still drinks Jaeger?
Oh, not me.
I'm not a black licorice fan. Never have been. So like even in college, I wasn't a Jaeger person.
Jaeger bombs.
Jaeger bombs. Jaeger bombs.
Yeah, Jack, we are a little lost in all areas right now. It's kind of disappointing. You don't want to be losing to the Flyers, even though they've been playing better.
No one over 25 drinks it, but you can't. That's the rule, though. If you get handed a free shot, you're supposed to take it. That's rude, right? So I think that's the only time people over 25 do drink it is when they're giving it for free. Like the Jaeger rep is in the bar, and you're like, "Hey, we're buying shots for everybody."
I'll tell you this: I'll drink Jaeger over tequila.
Oh no,
I'm not a.
That's where you lost me.
I've had some bad experiences in Mexico where tequila just doesn't taste good anymore for me.
That's why you drink tequila and not the water.
Dude,
the water is what's doing it for you.
Oh man, too many trips to Ensenada and Rosarito with too much tequila involved.
All right, we'll wait for a little bit and we'll do a time check here.
All right, if we need to not lose this game.
I think this is probably the biggest 535 so far this game right here because I think we need to tie it up for sure.
At least play better, right?
Watch
so sloppy this period.
So
we got the Kopi line out there. Byfield's had a good game. The defense has just been like the defensive coverage has been so bad all game.
All right, I'm at 30 right now. 530.
Same.
Okay. Renee coming in here. What is a bigger need for the Kings of the deadline, goal in or left-hand man? D. We will get to that at the break. I'll star your comment, Renee. We'll get back to it. We'll get back to it.
That'd be a good intermission discussion.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Good pinch by Mikey there.
Arvidsson would know where to put that.
There we go. There we go. Oh, I follow.
No momentum. Both of them were all at a standstill.
Dude, like they're just it's just off, right? That's a nice chip by Arvidsson off the boards. Dano comes down the line. I'd like to see Dano take that a little bit further. That was a good back check by that Flyers player, though. Kind of cut off the angle.
I don't know if Iafallo didn't see him, but you saw Iafallo. There was a trailer right behind him with no player. If he just drops that back, maybe there's a better shot. But he didn't seem like he got a lot on that.
Need Fiala to make a play here. Oh, Lazat. Oh, man. Get up, buddy. Oh, they called that? Yeah, I was about to say.
What is this?
That looked horrible.
What is this, Team Iceland?
Gunnar Stahl?
Yeah. Might be the best. Like, okay, so like I'm a big proponent. Like if your team isn't playing, don't wear your team's gear to the game. Like a hat maybe or whatever, that's fine. Like people that wear like full jerseys of other teams, like I can't stand it. But I think like either a Mighty Ducks jersey or Gunnar Stahl jersey would be equalizer there because then you could wear a jersey to any game and people would know exactly what.
Dude, Lizzo got crunched there. Like every
up
time
against-
Lizotte gets hit, I'm just like, dude, is he gonna get up? Because that looks pretty bad. And then he just gets up every time.
Yeah.
I've never seen a player just absorb contact better than him. I follow one timer goal.
Byfield.
Or Deneau just shoots it right into.
So they have Arvidsson down low and Byfield in the bump.
You need to set up I follow here.
Ooh.
That's a nice shot.
81 miles.
At least get some momentum off this power play, right? Just
We need more than a half-assed one-timer from Byfield to in this power play.
Just puck control. There's a nice play. Puck control. Moving the puck around a little bit better.
Until that.
I don't want to see that. A little bit more movement here. Player movement. Not terrible. I like it.
All right, put the first team back in because they looked a whole lot better this game so far.
Lizzo's the man of steel, dude. He's got steel. He's built into steel. That's a nice save by Carter Hart. Just squared right up. All right, let's see it first unit. Oh, nice play, Kempe. Nice pass. Can't get it through.
Two guys in front of the goalie, nobody in the bumper there to get that rebound.
Oh, Dewey, what are we doing, buddy? Man, just that kind of epitomizes this game, right? Just kind of lazy effort. I haven't seen Turcotte too much.
Well, there's been a lot of special teams. So I don't think they've
there we go.
really been rolling much lines here.
Oh, fuck.
Yes!
Let's go, Sammy. There you go, boy. That's a way to bounce back.
I like
perfect setup by Lizzo there. I love it. Needed that.
I was like, who is that getting the puck right in the center? Oh, yeah, number 68.
Dude, as soon as I saw him in the slot, like you can't ask for a better player to have right there.
Did Turcotte jump off the ice? Is that why Lizotte was out there? Was it
I think it was just more of a end of a power play. Just get Lizzo some time with young kids. Nice setup, though. Nice shot. The Selly laying on the ice fist pump.
Yeah.
Dude, that is a 10 out of 10 celebration right there. Yeah. That's great.
With hands in the stick or stick in the hands.
Yeah. I love it. Dude, Fogmo, if you get him some open ice, dude, he's got a ridiculous shot.
Well, we already know what's happening next game. Fagimo not starting after that goal, according to Nick.
That turnover was a little suspect, but that shot is definitely nice to see. Oh, that's a huge goal to get before the period.
The equalizer.
There you go, Edler. Nice little 50 mile or 89 mile an hour. All right. That power play was huge, though. There's a little bit of puck movement. Fogamo playing his way out into the press box. Yeah. Scoring gets you a seat in the press box. I love the hair coming out of the side of the helmet for Sammy there, too. It's a good fashion statement.
Premium lettuce going on there.
Look at QB winning puck battles. Mm-hmm. And then he turns it over, and then commits a penalty.
He gets a penalty.
Thanks, Quentin, for
backing up your enthusiasm.
I'm hyping you up here, and then you do that. It's doing too much. He knows it. What are you doing, bud? Kopi's right there. Just yep. Watch Kopi's demeanor as soon as he sees it. Damn it. Come on, we got to get through the spirit here. Please don't give up a goal here to end the period. That would be demoralizing. There you go, Copley. Nice little short 5-foot pass there. They do the McFlurry minute on the road. I didn't even notice that. Oh, we're going to have 4 Flyers getting up on Mikey there in the corner? Did Mikey just destroy Konechny? Is that why they're all pissed? I didn't even see it. I was watching the puck. Konechny's such an annoying little dude. He's a great player. He's just such an annoying player. Oh, clean, bro. What are you pissed about?
Super
clean hit. What's he upset about?
What? You got hit by the smallest guy in the league and now you're upset?
No, Mikey, that was a clean hip check. The puck was right there. I don't know what he's so mad about. That was totally clean.
So I think
I like when Mikey stirs it up a little bit, gets a little aggressiveness to his game.
So I decided for a michelada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What kind of beer are we going with?
The only one I have in the fridge, Yingling Light Lager.
All right. That's the beer I think about with micheladas is Yingling.
Hey, getting the east, west coast, south, north going.
Hey, you got to do what you got. This was a nice shot by Sammy. Better Selly.
Selly of the year. You know what his
fist pump laying on the ice, laying prone on the ice. Those great.
You know what they probably could do because it's California is put like put his body on a surfboard and like have it look like he's
right.
Like
that'd be perfect. A little meme action.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to call a penalty there. It's just a scrum, Sunil. No. As dumb as it was.
All right. Let's. If you guys got any questions for us, please throw them in the chat. We'll start with Renee's back from there. What's bigger need for the Kings at the deadline, goaltending or left man? I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. I think both are going to make the team good, right? So better defense core going to help the goalies out. Better goalie is going to help Jersey playing on the left side or Toby there or whoever they have there. I don't think it really matters. I think the easier trade to pull off would probably be a defenseman because you usually don't see a lot of goalies moving at the deadline. What do you think there, Russ?
Yeah, I mean, me personally, it's just based off of how stuck they are in net. You have to go with defense. This is so weird though. Like the Kings, get this: the Kings are a top 5 team in expected goals against per 60, which means they're supposed to allow the least amount of goals, more or less goals than any other team.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like bottom 3rd in goals against just because of goaltending.
Yeah.
So you would think like, okay, just looking off those numbers, the defense is playing okay. You're just not getting goaltending. But the thing is, you're so stuck with Cal Peterson, his contract. You're stuck with that. You're stuck trying to show loyalty to Jonathan Quick because you're not going to trade Jonathan Quick. You're not going to send him down. You're not going to sit him in the press box. I've seen people say, just carry 3 goalies. No, you're not going to do that. And then with Copley, I mean, I guess you could like waive him. It's just they're winning games with him, even though he's not even playing that well. So, I mean, the biggest need, yeah, it's Chychrun is the guy. Like Jack says, Chychrun is the guy. You look at his salary, his contract, it's like 4 point whatever, totally low. And he plays left side. And he, like we talk about with Chychrun, like everybody just thinks like, oh, offensive defenseman. He's going to be huge on the power play. He's actually really good in the defensive zone too. He's really good defensive numbers. So, I mean, for me, it's just got to be defense. I think you can also look more toward bottom 6 too. You can have, I mean, I just saw the insiders on TSN talk about today that Ryan O'Reilly is available. I mean, if you can figure out a way to slot Ryan O'Reilly into the bottom 6 as a centerman, that's almost as good as a defenseman. That's one of the better two-way players in the league. You have two-way, you have Deneau, you have Kopitar, and you have O'Reilly. Along with Lizotte down the middle, dude, sign me up with that. And I'd be fine with running into the playoffs with the defense that they have now. And I mean, as much as you want to say about Sean Walker, who knows? Maybe Brant Clark even comes back at the end of the year, which he totally can. He can, as soon as the OHL season's over, he can slide right in back into the Kings lineup. So that could be a big deadline piece too.
So Neil's asking for a little bit of a pub here. I told you, Russ, about Ryan. He's asking for a little bit of credit. I know you've been talking about it on the pod for the last couple of weeks. Do you and Sunil have a little chat on some spaces?
I don't know what Sunil's talking about. I've had Ryan O'Reilly on the mind since last year.
Well, that means that just means great minds think alike, Sunil.
That's right. That's right. We're great minds think alike. We're the smartest Kings fans on planet Earth.
So what about in this game?
This game?
What about the goalie in this game, Carter Hart? Like, obviously playing for a crappy team. You don't see Philly getting rid of him?
No, that's their future. They don't really have anyone else. Joe's talked about it on the last pod that we did, the Buffalo situation in net.
Yeah.
Because they have like multiple guys that are young and have really good kind of potential, a lot of potential. There's that goalie from Michigan, University of Michigan, that he's talked about. Forget the name, but
right?
That's the thing is, like, I go back to this last draft. If they would have found a way to somehow grab Jesper Wallstedt or Sebastian Casa, that would have been huge. It would have been huge for this team's future.
Would have creamed in my jeans, so to speak.
Yeah, it would have been great. I mean, I would have been as great as Brant Clark has looked. I would have been totally fine if they would drafted Wallstedt with the 8th pick. I mean, look at the situation we're in now. There's no goaltender for the future. I mean, I like Matt Villalta, but I don't think he's a future number 1 goalie for the Kings as much as I want him to be. And besides that, I don't know.
I mean, you have like Nashville went best player available when they took Askarov, right? So, and he's starting to play some games. I mean, I know it would take a haul, but Joe said, Portillo, Matt, thanks.
Sorry.
Joe said, I mean, no amount of prospects would stop him from getting UC Saros. That's the type of goal you're getting. Are you on the same page with that? I mean, obviously there's usually untouchables, but you would think UC Saros he's got a good contract for an elite goalie. Mm-hmm. And I mean, do you think you'd be able to get a goalie like that without giving up one of the big 3?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, he's got a good contract. The thing is, you have to figure out a way to get rid of Cal. That's the thing. Is if the Dooley just tweeted that Anderson and Konechny each got 2 for roughing on that play. That's ridiculous. Okay. Okay, that's weird. But yeah, with Saros, yeah, you just have to figure out a way to get rid of Cal Peterson's contract. And I don't know if you're gonna have to sweeten the deal to a team like a cap floor team like a Arizona or somebody, but you're not bringing in another goalie before that happens.
Yeah.
I mean, you're already at 10 million this year. You're going to go in with Saros next year instead of Quick, and then you're going to be at close to 12 million in goaltending with Cal Peterson. I don't know.
Yeah, Soros has 5 million. His contract is 5. Isn't that the same as Cap? Is that the same as Quick?
Yeah, it'd be the same as Quick, so he'd be just around 10 million again.
Yeah.
Dude, they have to figure out a way to get rid of Cal somehow. I'm.
And so Neil, UC is not UC Soros is not a free agent. He's got 2 years left at 5 million each after the season. So
2 minutes for textbook hip check. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I can't believe they gave Mikey a penalty there. He's like, how are you going to give him a roughing penalty? He got swarmed by like 3 guys. Give 3 of those Flyers roughing penalties. I don't know. Goaltending, it's going to be the biggest story in the offseason. What happens? I just really don't hope we go into next year with Cal Peterson and someone else, some other backup as the goaltending tandem. I think you just have to figure out a way to move on from Cal, whether it's buy him out or just even keep him in the AHL.
You can't buy him out.
I know.
Then we would have like 15 million in the.
I know. Yeah, next year then you'd be stuck. It's like I said, if you can sweeten the pot to have Arizona take that deal, I don't know.
I mean, we talked about I guess you could give an additional second to whatever team, or just to the Arizona to take him off your hands. But like, you're looking at least a first, a high end prospect, probably a second, and another. I mean, 4. I think they would want 4 players, just like Chikrin. For Soros. I was
thinking too. I mean, if I'm a team who's trying to lose, I would trade for Cal Peterson in a second. Hey, I'm trying to lose games to get Connor Bedard. The tank is on. Let's just bring in Cal Peterson. Just put him in net. And we're on the Connor Bedard hype train, baby. Let's just make it happen. But yeah, I don't know.
It's Demko for Peterson one for one with a pick.
As terrible as Canucks are managed, I don't think they're going to do that. That whole Vancouver situation is just hilarious. It's gotten Kings fans to now all of a sudden feel sorry for Canucks fans. That's how bad it's gotten up there. That team, oh man, I'm trying to imagine being a fan of that team. Oof.
And that's like, it's like they're probably, you know what it's probably like? Being a fan of the Cowboys.
Yeah. Or
like I'm out here all the time, and every year it's this is our year. Look at our roster; it's so good, and then they just find a way to be crap. Like,
well, I mean, at least the Cowboys are winning. I mean, they just falter in the playoffs. The Canucks are just like, what were they thinking trading for all of it? Ekman Larson, like that was just horrible deal.
Yeah, but you're thinking about it like, okay, like if he's on a better team, does he play better?
Ekman Larson? No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's what they were probably thinking. Like, our team's better.
Yeah.
He's going to play better.
Yeah. It's.
But when you're getting like a revival.
Dude, they have Luke Shen playing top 4 minutes. Like what do you. Tucker Pullman? Who are these guys?
I just think like you're looking at like when you're trying like a reclamation project, you're not giving up what they gave up. Like they gave up a Hall for a guy that's been consistent,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, and they didn't even like the Coyotes ate up only 25% of that deal. It's remarkable.
His contract was what, $8 million before that?
Yeah, it's a ridiculous deal. I don't think Cal. I'm looking at King's Rules comment here. I don't know if Cal is going to return. It just depends on how much Rob Blake's going to own that contract. Just terrible deal. The guy's owed a signing bonus of $4 million over the offseason. So I was looking at his deal. His base salary is like $1 million next year, but it's a $4 million signing bonus that he's owed in July. So if you're a team that's just looking to get to the cap floor, but you don't want to pay a guy too much, I mean, you probably wait till the Kings pay that signing bonus, and then you can trade for Cal. You're only owing him $1 million in base salary just next year after that signing bonus goes through. But the thing is, too, is Cal has a modified no trade clause for some effing reason, where he can say,
because he was supposed to be the heir apparent.
Yeah, where he can say, I don't want to be traded to 10 teams. So he puts a 10-team list in, and the Kings can't trade him to those 10 teams. So if Arizona's on that list,
is it they can't trade him to 10 teams, or they can't trade him, or he can only be traded to those 10?
No, they can't trade it. So he submits a list of 10 teams he does not want to be traded to, and apparently that list gets submitted prior to the contract being signed. So that list is already in the Kings' hands, from what I understand. So it's not like he can just now all of a sudden be like
change it every year.
Well, yeah, the Coyotes are terrible, the Ducks are terrible. I don't want to go there. That list has already been submitted, which I'm sure. I mean, as an NHL player, would you want to be traded to Arizona right now?
Depends on who I was.
True, but I mean, just given their situation, unknown.
Well, I mean, you're getting Logan Cooley. You're getting a lot of top prospects. If you are like a 22 to 24-year-old that could be a part of the cup year or the cup run year theoretically for Arizona, why not? Because they're probably going to give you like an Iafallo type deal when maybe you don't deserve it. They're going to overpay for you to come in there. Like if you were signing there, I don't know.
I think I'd look at it more from a business, like just the arena whole situation, that all the question marks there. Burks asks, is it possible Cal gets better? Has he played well in the AHL? He hasn't been great in the AHL. It's not. I'll say this. It's not what you want to see from a goalie who's trying to make a resurgence or build his game back.
Oh, I'm getting on the stat train, so we'll pull it up
after what's happened. Yeah, let's bring up some stats. But I mean, just his last. I don't know if you guys saw the last goal he gave up in overtime. The overtime loss to Coachella. It's kind of a weak wraparound that you just let sneak in. So, I mean, the numbers are okay. Nav has it right there. 14 games played,
so 2.78 goals against. 278, yeah.
911 save percentage. Yeah, those numbers are good. They're not great. I mean, we're talking about AHL players, right? He's being paid $5 million. I don't know. That's
does his salary $5 million regardless of the AHL? Is it a one-way deal this year?
It's it's $5 million. He's getting paid $5 million right now.
Chromiak has been on a tear.
Dude, I'm so excited for Marty Chromiak. That kid is so good. He hates hockey pucks. That's how much he shoots them.
Just wants him away from him at all costs.
Yeah, just get away from me as quickly as possible.
Can't believe there's still Carvana commercials out there. Like this company is like going out of business actively. Like, why are you still paying for advertising?
Chromiak is that guy on the power play who will rip it. Yeah, I mean, could you imagine? I tweeted this out, I think, last year. But could you imagine Artie Kaliev, Martin Chromiak. I mean, those are lights out snipers. I mean, Sammy Fagimo, we've seen his shot already today. Kempe, wicked shot. That's a healthy helping of good snipers coming up in the ranks. I don't know who's starting for the Rain today. I know the Rain play later. Actually, I think they're about to drop the puck right now.
I mean, Matty V's at 12 games, 255 at a 908. I mean, he ain't playing much better or worse. They have empty net stats on the AHL.com. The Rain have played 23 minutes of empty net.
Dude, the stats that you can find nowadays, you can find anything.
Ironically, the empty net does not have a save. 7 shots against, no saves.
Oh. King should give him a $15 million contract.
Okay,
All right.
those stats do not look correct. Controlled entries. There's been nothing that's
30?
been controlled for.
Yeah, right.
Are you getting static on it?
I have the audio turned down quite a bit.
Okay.
Nav says he's getting a little static too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, big kill here. Start the period. Minute 16 left. We get to this kill, then gain a little momentum.
I thought it was supposed to be 2-2. Why are they? Oh, they were already on a power play. That's right.
So I'm guessing those are coincidental minors.
Yeah.
Oh no. That's what you want to see. I follow just swimming up past the blue line. Oh.
I forgot how good micheladas are.
Very underrated. Oh, what's up, Carter? Carter Scores made it. He's late, but he made it. I know it's these 4:00 games in Pacific time zone. I don't know if you're on the West Coast, but yeah, they're a little tough.
Kiffin got in there as well. I like it.
Oh, what's up, Kith? Yeah, we can use a little bit more hits in this game. No Lemieux, no Grunstrom. Probably not going to see much. Oh. All right, Kapari. Let's get that puck out. One run a penalty kill.
I'm at 18:30.
So am I.
All right. Ooh, wide open. Oh.
Your boy Jad.
I know. Muffed it.
Fiala's going for a spin. Oh. Dude, Walker's been skating. Oh, okay. Walker's been skating so much better lately. I know he's not your Walker, but I like it.
Fans twice. You know what he said, like in the pregame interview or whatever, he was like, you know, what, you know, because you're injured, what took the longest to like get back? And he said his legs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm surprised that was a hand pass. thought he caught it in his defensive zone. That was interesting. Dude, the Sabres 4-0 on the Blues. They're a crazy hockey team. They're on the cusp of something good over there.
I think they're probably if they were in the Western Conference, they would have arrived.
Yeah, that East is actually a little bit of a juggernaut.
Yeah,
There's some good teams over there.
Just making some adjustments here. All right. Oh, there we go. That's better. Can you still hear me with my mic off to the side?
Yes, sir.
All right. Carter scores coming here. Walker is going to make a great Ottawa Senator. They're going to love him.
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know who they have their eye on. It is weird that Dorian's following them around. Like people were saying they're looking at Dursey, but there you go, Kempy. Oh, nice try, QB.
Ooh, trying to find Kopitar on the back door for that Hattie.
I like it. Use the body again. A little spin.
It's not Jack in the Box. I thought that was Taco Bell. I was like, I want to try that Taco Bell that's on the beach. That's like all like that super high end one. Have you seen that?
The Cantina.
Yeah,
they have one of those over here in Newport Beach.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they got like slushies there, like liquor. It's all right.
I think I just want like a co-red slushie. That's all.
Yeah, a little vodka in it, a little tequila. Yeah, it's a hand pass. Oh, they didn't call that?
Well, everybody knocking the Cantina in the chat.
Yeah, it's not that great.
All I've seen is commercials, so.
The Taco Bell Cantina watch party. That sounds fun. Give me a Mexican pizza. A little Code Red slushie. Yeah. Get pucks deep. There we go.
Get him there nice and deep like.
Turcotte, first NHL goal, game winner.
He's hobbling off the ice.
Is he hobbling off the ice? Oh my god. Dude.
He laid the hit
on the bench.
He laid the hit and then just hobbled all the way. Oh.
Oh, he's going to the dressing room. Oh wait. Oh,
maybe they just,
okay. Looks like
maybe they just need wax for that mustache. He's like, I lost my balance.
What happened there?
He's holding his left wrist.
Did you get the wind knocked out of him?
His left wrist
didn't really weird. That's a weird play, huh? Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Knee, shoulder, elbow. Still on the bench. That's good. That's a good sign.
He's not grimacing. Well, he is giving you the, oh my God, look like not again. All right, this might be one of the best names I've seen for your username. Orangutan trade salesman. I like it. Welcome to the chat.
There must be some kind of lingering injury that just bothers him.
Well, it's different every time. It's concussions. It's like I don't think he's had a repeat injury.
I don't know what kept him out either. Oh crap! Come on.
Like early in his draft year, I think it was his abdomen, and then he got like super sick during Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm. No, he had like a wrist injury in Wisconsin. It was his hand.
And then he got super sick. He was gone for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. We're just gonna let Nick Delorier walk right into the slot. That's some good gap control. Oh,
Breaking lumber.
love it.
Like every year, it's been something different. With
That's a hand pass. Okay. We're not calling hand passes today.
no, it's a volleyball hockey hybrid.
It's the second one they've missed. All right, let's settle it down here, boys. There's one player that knows how to slow it down. It's Kopitar.
Mm-hmm. Did you say slow?
Play Kempe.
Why don't you guys get off my lawn? Nice tip.
Man, that would have been his hattie.
Yeah, Carter scores. I am a little bit more optimistic about his play now. I mean, like he's playing like the player that you want him to play, but he's not responsible for driving a line, and that's ultimately what he'll be responsible for. So I am more optimistic and excited about it, but still a lot of way to go, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's glimpses of greatness there. I mean, we've seen it today. That goal he set up with getting the puck to Kempe.
Yeah,
Gaining the zone, getting the puck to Kempe. It's perfect. It's exactly what you want to see. He's had a lot more body control.
yeah.
I like it.
Kiffin comes in here. He's on the path. He's starting the AHL now. Kyle and I wrote extensively about his development and arrival. He may not be at center, but this is where he was headed. I don't know what he means by this is where he was headed.
He needs to have it. He needs to play center.
Yeah.
I think he will. He will. He'll eventually develop into a center, but I think this wing thing, I mean, just to give him some more minutes playing with Kopitar, it's not the worst thing.
So who was your darling for the Kings in Turcotte's draft year?
I wanted Bowen Byram. That's who I thought the Kings, and I think that's who the Kings really wanted. It's not even hindsight. I wasn't really ever that high on Turcotte because he's more of that 200-foot flashy player. Or he's not. I mean, he's more of that 200-foot player, and he's not necessarily like a flashy player where there's nothing that screams out at you when you watch him play. That's like, okay, that's what he's really good at. It's not like he's a big sniper or a dangler or anything. He's just a big or a good 200-foot player, and those players they take a lot longer to develop, I feel like, in the NHL. So I mean, if the Kings would have got Byram, I thought that would have been huge. Obviously, he's going through a lot of injuries himself, but yeah, I cried when they took Byram too. That's who I was super stoked on.
I think I was high on this guy right here, Joe Paterino. That's who I was high on.
Hey,
Joey P.
How'd the game go, man?
I don't know if you can hear me, but now I can't hear anything. I show up and I can't hear nothing.
I can hear you, yeah.
Can hear you. You can't hear us.
But
That's for the best.
I was torn between Byram,
I just tested
Turcotte, and Cousins.
What's going on here?
Cousins looks like a really good player. The workhorse from Whitehorse. icing. It's a big icing.
The reason why I was big on Turcotte is because like his pace per game was like up there with Hughes. So I was like, okay, well maybe he played wing, he played center, he played everywhere. I was like, okay, maybe he's just been injured a little bit, and he'll have that like that steal of the draft type thing. But I was pretty much Cousins all the way, and then I think I convinced myself by reading way too many mock drafts that like Turcotte was like this, like could be this steal.
Yeah, I mean he was high on everybody's draft boards. It's not like it was a stretch.
I wanted a player like Caulfield, but I knew we needed a center. Ooh. But then, like after Zagros played in the U18s, I was like, yeah, that guy too.
Dude, the thing is with that, those World Juniors with Kaliev, Zegras, and Turcotte was the motor on that line.
Yeah,
I mean, he was the reason Zegras and Kaliev were open all the time. It's because Turcotte was the one getting the loose pucks, setting them up for goals.
Yeah.
Oh, Turcotte, he's back on the ice. That's good to see. Turcotte, first goal, game winner right here. Let's see it. Oh. Kupari with the muffin. Oh, it's there.
Oh, now he's fighting Turcotte.
That's what we want to see. Look at all of them squaring up.
Like this boy just had a concussion. Like, leave him alone.
Yeah, we don't need him fighting. I like that from Kupari there, though. A little aggressiveness. Put the stick in the pads.
Mm-hmm. That was a wait. Oh, yeah, that was right. A super late whistle. Oh.
Joseph.
He's shaking his head like his equipment isn't working.
He's I can see the frustration over his face.
There's starting to be a lot of cuss words in Italian.
How many fingers am I holding up, Joe? There's gonna be a lot of cuss words in Italian. Huh? It's coming. What is going on here, Edler? Dude, Walker has been playing good. Oh,
you were on mute there.
I can finally hear you.
Right,
hey, Joey P.
Figured I'd head in and just catch the end of the game. Why not? I see we're tied. I caught the Fagimo goal, and then and here I am. Now we're back.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. So now if they lose, we know whose fault it is.
Yes. And I was going to say, before the Fagimo goal, when I saw that they were losing, I said, no one loses to bad teams like the LA Kings. But we're still very much alive.
And gives up first goals. Rasmus Ristolainen scored against us. What else can go wrong?
And some guy named Addison, which I've never even heard of.
How you guys doing? How's it been, fellas?
Good.
Good. It's a little bit of a lackluster game.
Okay.
It's not really. There's not a lot of flow to the game. You're getting a lot of shots though, 33 shots. But it's been a little. Wow, Panthers and Penguins are 5-5.
Yeah, that one's been. I see the score on that one. That one's been crazy. Blake Lizotte with another primary assist. Thank you very much.
QB with a nice little setup on one of the Kopi goals.
Yeah, really good play. You need to go back and watch that, Joe. That was really nice.
I will have to do that.
The
It made you look at it. Made you look at like, yeah, that's a number 2 overall pick right there.
Something up with the Dano line lately. They're just not humming along as
They're
good
just
as they used
straight
to.
trash.
They missed Trevor Moore.
Think so?
Well, you said it was an upgrade 2 weeks ago, Joe.
What's that?
You said iFollow was an upgrade 2 weeks ago.
An upgrade to the team. I don't know if it's an
No,
upgrade to the line per se.
I need to hit the head. I'll be right back, fellas.
Good luck. No, I think so. How's your team? Did your team win tonight?
Overtime loss, random. We
Is it still same point system like the NHL? So you got a point?
no, actually they don't. No, we don't get a point. There's no loser points in high school hockey here in Western New York. So we were down 2-0 in the first. Scored late in the first, 3-2 in the third, and lost. Good battle, good game.
So your Giants, couldn't quite pull it out there, eh?
You know, I really wanted the Minnesota game, right? Because I thought that was winnable. They're nowhere near Philly right now. So
yeah,
I didn't want them to get blown out like that, but I wasn't expecting a win. That said, I need to ask you, because I've already made a wager on the San Francisco Philly game. What are your thoughts heading into this game as a Niners fan?
I'm not afraid of any team in the NFL. I think that our team has something special right now. But I mean, everybody was like, "Oh, Dallas put up 40-something points. Like the Niners need to be scared." And now they're saying, "Oh, now the Niners are now Philly put up all these points against the Giants. They're going to make a mess of the Niners." Like for me, it's just like our team is just different this year. Now, I think that the Niners always their number one part of their defense, in my opinion, is their linebacking core. And like now they can't guard tight ends and stuff like that if they have to keep an eye in the backfield for Hurts in the scrambling and stuff like that. So I think that's going to be the major issue. But I mean, the Niners, since Purdy put up 35 points per game, I mean, they can score with the best of them. So like I'm not scared by any means.
I was talking to a friend of mine about NFL Twitter, and it's insanely annoying to me how people already had made their decisions on the championship games based on the division round games. Like, have we learned nothing in football that what happens one week means literally nothing the next week? Different matchups, different schemes, different everything. I don't know how this is still a thing where people just assume what's going to happen. Now, so that said, I told you I'm in on your Niners this weekend. I really like them, and everybody was assuming because that game was close that the Eagles are just going to steamroll them, and I just
that was nasty. Oh, that was
you
close.
guys are like 4 seconds ahead of me, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Almost.
He like passed it to himself there? That was pretty cool.
Yeah, everybody. The whole thing out here was all these Cowboy fans were like, "Oh, like if Dak can play the way he played against Tampa, like that, we're gonna win."
But he can't.
And I'm like, dude, like that's his best game ever in his entire career.
I know.
And that's a whole different animal of a defense is San Francisco. So
we have our fourth line out against who's that? The top line for the not necessarily the top line. Oh,
it's Hayes. Hayes.
Yeah. Here goes Sammy. Take the body.
What a shot, by the way, Fagimo.
Oh, right.
Man, oh man. I just said wow out loud when I saw that.
I know. When I saw him with the puck in the slot, I'm looking, okay, something good's going to happen here. If you're going to have anybody on the team.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Nimmer Kaliev, right? That's who
exactly. Yeah. If besides Kaliev, that's probably.
Oh, hey, King's rule, whoever that is. The cat did drag me in. That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
I just think the Eagles they don't have a good run defense. They're good at getting after the passer.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that we're going to be able to run a decent amount and kind of slow the game down a little bit. But mean, the Eagles led the NFL in sacks by quite a large margin with 70. So they can get after the passer for sure.
As long as they win by less than 2.5.
What's the spread right now? 3?
I got San Francisco at 2.5 at our friends over at DraftKings. I got that at even money. That I think when I checked earlier.
Cheers, Richard.
Let's see here, Rando. Looks like it's still 2.5. Yeah, still 2.5 pretty much across the board.
It's gone up a little bit. No, the Eagles were -1 when I checked last.
They're minus 2.5 now. That's why I said I got San Fran at plus 2.5. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Cheers, Richard.
We need a good shift from the Dano line here. They've had another kind of a rough game.
Looking at the scores across the league, by the way, 1-goal game Pittsburgh, Florida, tie game Mini Tampa, tie game San Jose, Detroit, tie game here in Philly, tie game Boston, Montreal, 1-goal game Vegas Devils. It's crazy right now. Fun games across the board.
Yeah, fun night in the NHL. That's for sure.
Yeah, I was thinking about buying a ticket to the game this weekend, but $700 for standing room only right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the Flyers are just they're a grumpy hockey team. They're upset anytime Kings player touches them.
What are you guys' thoughts? Like I said, I've missed the first 2 periods of this game. I know a player that's been linked to the Kings for a while is Provorov. Any thoughts after watching him here? I know he showed up a couple weeks was it a couple months ago when the Kings played them at the end of December. Any thoughts in watching him play here on his game?
Yeah, he's been kind of quiet. It's weird. This game's been so there's been no flow to the game at all. It's just pucks are bouncing, passes aren't kind of connecting. It's been a neutral zone kind of game. I mean, it's weird. You look up and you see the Kings have 35 shots on goal.
Yeah.
No, I mean, there's not a lot of players that really jump out at you having a good game.
Yeah.
I think QB's having a pretty good game. I haven't really been paying too much attention to the Flyers, their players.
From what I've seen of Provorov, whenever I watched him, like he's a solid NHL defenseman, but I don't think he's a difference maker.
He was a point getter in the goal, or one of the goals. I think 2 goals.
Yeah,
actually.
no, he does have 2 apples tonight.
I think Fiala's gonna do something here. He's had a nice few shifts here. There you go, Mikey. Yeah, it does look like a shell game. Kiff. Just weird, strange game. Oh. Yo, QB, winning another battle. It's been kind of like this all game. Just neutral zone, dump in, nothing being set up.
Not a lot of sustained pressure one way or the other.
Yeah, there's no sustained pressure. It's hard.
And I think now you're probably at the point where you've got 2 teams that are not, especially the Kings, not wanting to lose the point.
Shut it down a little bit
on the road.
You know, it'd be crazy, boys. Like, as a Barstool, when they do this kind of stuff, they have all their sponsors in the background. I wonder if, like, a brewery in LA would want to make a hockey royalty beer. and then
So there's a
we just have banners in the background, and we all drink our own beer.
there's a brewery in Huntington Beach. It's called Four Sons Brewing. They're huge Kings fans. Huge Kings fans. They have a couple of their beers are named after Kings players. They have one called the Great One IPA.
Who's that for?
Yeah, I haven't actually tried it, or maybe I have. I don't know. I think I've actually been to their brewery once. It's a little microbrewery. It's pretty cool.
Hockey royalty hot sauce. So we're always doing bumps of hot sauce for every goal. Yeah, Joe, we were talking about a hockey royalty live drinking game, and every time we get derzied, either one way or the other, gotta take a drink.
We're just going to be absolutely inebriated after
He is
each
a
game.
high event player, that's for sure.
Exactly.
Richard's coming in. There needs to be official King's beer and whiskey. I don't know if they're the official whiskey of the Niners, but there is a whiskey called Gold Bar, and they are affiliated. I don't know if they're an official whiskey of the Niners, but they're sponsored on all the events and commercials and stuff like that. But
Yo, Randon, Richard wants a hockey royalty Taco Bell Cantina. There you go.
that's a weird road trip travel there.
Dude, this game. They have to get 2 points here. In Florida, in Tampa Bay, in Carolina. Oof.
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah. A back-to-back with Florida and Tampa Bay.
Carter coming in here. You guys will get alcohol poisoning with the Jersey game 100%.
Blood deep. Jersey shoots it right into him.
Does that count?
That's great. I give the Flyers credit. I mean, they haven't looked like a bad team. I think they've been playing pretty good.
So listen, like I've looked at their, when I look at games for like I'm debating on betting on a game or whatever, I look at a lot of the 5-on-5 metrics like over the last 25 games or so, right? So a little bit more recent. Honestly, they're like just below average. They're like 48, 49 Corsi percentage. They're similar in like expected goals. Like they're not as bottom of the barrel as you would expect them to be, like where Anaheim and Montreal and Chicago and those teams are. Philly's not anywhere near them. They're playing hard. Like they're in these games. They're not easy to play against, and they're not getting caved in possession wise, like you might think.
Yes or no to Carter Hart for the goalie?
Sports effect, right?
Maybe, yeah, maybe. Yes or no in what way, Randon?
To a trade. We talked during the last intermission. We brought up potential trade targets again, and we didn't talk about them on our podcast last time. But what do you think, Carter Hart?
Well, I don't think Philly's trading Carter Hart. I mean, yeah, I think he's somebody that I would love to find a way to trade for, but I don't know I don't think that he's anywhere near on the market.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, 2 minutes here. Let's not fumble the bag and at least get a point. Get there, Kobe.
See, but we need to get this in regulation because we need Philly to be near all the Pacific teams for the Bedard sweepstakes.
Yeah, we need to not give them. Well, I don't think they're going to be up there. Chicago, that's the team we need. Chicago and Columbus. Need them to lose.
I mean, Arizona's not in the Pacific either, so
be cool with that. Ice?
Ooh.
Oh, man. That wasn't an icing. Oh, no. The cheeks are clenched. Thank you, Copley.
Whoa. Kiff and I have no idea who their backup is. But when you're taking hard for Bedard, you do anything necessary.
That's what I'm saying. Trade for Cal.
Okay, if you were a GM of a fan base and you knew your team was going to be bad, like Arizona or an Anaheim or Montreal, would you just be flat out open and say, hey, we're rebuilding this year? Like, we're going to rebuild. We're not going to compete. Kind of like what the Rangers did a couple years ago.
I mean, I don't even think they need to say it. You can just say it by the players you're playing. I mean, look at Anaheim. They're terrible. Just look at their lineup.
I'm talking about like before the season.
Yeah, I mean, you could have just been like, just prepare everybody, kind of like what the Rangers did.
Yeah.
30 seconds. Don't fumble it. Come on. All right, we got to get this puck out. Dude, Konechny has always got something to say. Man. Cannot give up this game. $17 seconds left. All right. Let's get a face-off win.
Give it everything you got.
Big win. Big win. We have Edler and Roy out there to end the period. That's an interesting combo.
All right, well, there's 1 point.
Overtime. We got a point. We got a point.
Will we see Turcotte and Kupari out there to start the OT period?
Definitely not. We've done 2 of these, right? And haven't they both gone to overtime now? Didn't the Colorado
did the Colorado game go to overtime?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did. Didn't it? Or to a shootout. It went to a shootout. Yeah, we got a point. We got a point, Richard. We're chilling.
It's not a point that bites you in the ass either, right? So
yeah, definitely. It's not a 3-point game. It's all right.
Where?
If you want to watch a good hockey game, just tune into a Hockey Royalty live stream. You know it will go into overtime.
Yeah, it was a shootout. You're right.
Yeah, Edler over Doughty with 20 seconds left. That was an interesting decision. Although Doughty was just out there the shift before that. Pretty sure Edler was out there the shift before that too.
Byfield's earned some ice time. You think he'll get any in overtime?
If we know Todd,
no.
It's going to be a no. That's going to be an absolute no. Who do you think's starting? It's probably Kempe, Kopi, and Doughty, right?
Yeah. Colorado creeping up there.
Yeah, they're getting healthy. And Chuskin's back. Man, we're 0-6-1 against the Metro. That's Yep, there's Kopi, there's Doughty, I'm sure Kempe's out there.
Ooh, Fiala.
Oh, Fiala's out there. All right. I like it.
Fiala Mikihala.
So you probably go with Deneau and Arvidsson next with Dersey?
And then Kempe. You going Kempe Byfield?
No.
I follow Kempe.
Nice. Big win. Oh, Kopi Hattie. Oh. Man. I was a little squeamish there seeing Kopi being the trailer man. Sticking with Kopi, another win. Reset.
Oh, he didn't.
Dewey.
Not,
Oh,
Dewey's controller broke there. The batteries died.
mhm.
Oh my God.
He doesn't know where it's at.
What is happening?
Yes!
Let's go! We did it!
2-0 for the watch parties.
Just almost shit his pants. Oh, man. Oh, my God. I was just praying Fiala would shoot it there. Holy hell.
that's a good 2 points.
What are we doing? What are we looking at the ref here? Oh, the Flyers are just pissed, I'm sure.
Maybe
Oh,
they're
man,
looking at the
that's
replay
huge.
to see if that
Huge 2 points. Where's Tortorella? He's probably just throwing shit on the ice.
I want to see a replay.
I know that sequence there was nutty. Doubt it. I was watching Doughty skate up the ice, and you could just see he's just, oh, huge save by Copley there.
What a play by Lawton, though.
Yeah, that was a nice little play. Ooh,
I went through the pads and he swiped it out.
Copley. That'll ignite a little confidence.
They still, maybe it's in. No, that's not a penalty. That is him throwing himself to the ice.
That's Tony DeAngelo being Tony DeAngelo.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he makes a meal of this.
I was watching Doughty humming up the ice, just kind of just dogging it. I'm like, please don't pass it to him. Please don't pass it to him.
Mhm.
Huge Fiala. With the crawl. Oh, man, that's a huge 2 points. Yeah, DeAngelo went full Argentina soccer player there. So where does that put us in the standings? Tied with Vegas at the moment? Oh, man, that game... These Kings games, man, I swear, they're giving me...
That puts us in second.
They're aging me.
Yeah, behind Vegas.
No, we're tied with Vegas in points with 60 at the moment.
Yeah, but they got games in hand. They got a higher
They
percentage.
got 2 games in hand. They're playing New Jersey right now. It's 2-1 Golden Knights.
The Seattle
Wow,
tonight too.
That Penguins-Panthers game was 7-6. Wow, 3 games in overtime today.
Is Seattle playing tonight?
Seattle is not playing tonight.
Yeah, they don't play till Wednesday, tomorrow.
Seattle plays tomorrow. They play Vancouver.
The Canucks.
What are we doing? How are we looking at the... Let's look at some of these stats here. Is there any way you can share the money puck?
Where did Joe go?
Joe,
Baby? What do you want me to pull up?
I was going to see if we can take a look at the money puck
This game
log.
Okay.
I'm kind of curious to see I'm looking at it right now. Kings deserve to win-o-meter is at 70%. So led in expected goals. Yeah, try harder, Tony G. See you, Carter. I know he said he had to go. Good night. Have a good one. Kopi led the way.
Let's see here.
Yeah, the Kopi Kempe Byfield line had a great night. I don't know why. See if you can bring that up. Yeah, see if you can bring up go down to the line stats at 5-on-5. Keep going. One more. Right there. You scroll over to the Kopitar line. Scroll over a little bit. Give me that.
Here.
Yeah. Scroll over to the right. Keep going. There we go. Yeah. Look at that expected goals percentage. 93%. That's a stellar night. 81% Corsi. Quinn Byfield, man. Just a totally different player playing alongside Kopi. 13 shot attempts for that line. 3 shot attempts against. Everything you want to see. That's in 10 minutes of 5-on-5 play.
So expected goals for 0.06 against.
Mm-hmm. The Dano line had a decent night. 16 shot attempts for, 10 honest shot attempts against. Just not really generate a lot of scoring chances.
I mean, you look at the goal differential, like that line with Kopitar is the only line with a positive goal differential tonight.
See, Dave wants to know how come we're not watching the Ducks Coyotes game. I'm wondering the same thing. I've been asking them to turn that on all night.
I guess we can.
Edler Walker pairing with a decent night. 76% expected goals on 5-on-5. 56% Corsi. 12 shot attempts for, 8 shot attempts against. Roy Dursey, a decent night too, just low on the expected goals. This is a game they had to win.
Yes.
Had to win.
Yeah, Edler Walker pair doing pretty good. Oh, you see the troll for Money Puck?
Yeah, I did see that. That's pretty funny. So what do we think? Let's talk about what do you think? How do you think the forward line shake out when Moore, Kaliev, and Velarde are back?
Well, who's the first one that's supposed to be back?
I think Velarde and Kaliev probably come back sooner than Moore. Just because we haven't heard anything about Moore. But let's just say they're all healthy. You have Moore, Kaliev, and Velarde available.
So that could be mid-March.
No, but let's just for the sake of argument, do you think do you leave Byfield on the first line with Kopitar and Kempe?
I think they're playing like this. I think they're playing like this all the time. You have to, but that's what I'm saying. Mid-March, who knows what they're playing at that point?
Who gets traded, right?
Right.
The thing is, though, I mean, I'm just kind of looking, just hypothetically. I think just based off the way we've seen Byfield play lately, I don't know how you move him off Kopitar.
Because if you're going,
Dave says Artie has a broken foot. Yeah, he had a boot on not too long ago. I saw him at the arena. He had no more boot on his leg. So I'm sure if it is a broken foot, I would expect him to be skating probably soon. If not, he's skating already and probably back maybe by the All-Star break. Hey, maybe even we see him skating with the team when they return on the road trip.
All-Star break is when?
Actually, I think after the road trip. So yeah, after the road trip, after the All-Star break.
Yeah, I mean, all three of those guys coming back are wingers, though. So
Mm-hmm.
where is the center? Is it going to be? Does Jad play fourth line center? I mean, he hasn't played center all season.
Yeah,
You're going to roll with Kupari?
I think you. So I think you leave the first line the way it is. You leave Byfield with Kopitar and Kempe because it's just because of it has nothing to do with how the team's doing. I think this is the best we've seen Byfield play, and you need to get Byfield going, especially get him minutes, and that's what they're getting right now. Like, how many minutes did he play tonight? He played 11 minutes at 5-on-5. That's not counting any of the. Let's look at all situations. All situations, he played another over 15 minutes a night. Huge. That's what you wanted to be getting, at least 15 minutes a night. So leave that line intact. I think the way that IFL, Danault, and Arvidsson have been playing lately, I think there's a chance you could probably put more back with Danault and Arvidsson.
Yeah.
You have to ignite those three again. So then that leaves you with Iafallo, with Fiala, and maybe Lizotte on the third line. Dude, I want to go crazy. I want to see Turcotte play with Fiala and Iafallo. I think that'd be fun.
I mean, he played. I mean, yeah, if you can get Turcotte to play consistently, and he's the fourth line center or third line center or whatever line center you want to put him, I could see that. I could also see them going, because then you have, if Turcotte's on the fourth line, though, even if he doesn't play with Fiala, you're still probably having him with Kaliev, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which he's used to playing with.
Yeah. True.
Kaliev. And then you have Kaliev, Kupari, and Turcotte, Lizotte, Velarde,
yeah,
and Fiala.
I don't think
where's AI go?
Yeah, I don't think Kupari's in the lineup though when everyone's healthy. Yeah. I mean, I think it's even hard just to find Turcotte a spot when everyone's healthy. Because like we just said, if we have that top six the way it is, you leave the first line intact, you leave Danault and Arvidsson together, you put more there. So now you slide Iafallo down. Where does Iafallo go? Probably a third line. You're not going to move Fiala down to the fourth line. So you have Iafallo, Fiala, whether it's Lizotte.
I mean, Lizotte, Velarde, Fiala was a good trio.
Yeah, you can even slot Velarde to the center position because he's played center before. But yeah, but he's looked a lot better on the wing. But Velarde with Fiala and Iafallo sounds pretty fun. Then you can put Lizotte with Kaliev, and man, you're just sliding Iafallo down even further. It's tough, man. I mean, they got it. That's pretty deep. I know. King's Rule. I'm with you. I'm forgetting about players. Nav says the first line the way it is. Danault line with a nice line. Get the nice line back together. See, Nav, but you left out Iafallo. You're not going to say Iafallo. I think Jad is going to be a healthy scratch when he comes back. Yeah, I agree, Dave. It's tough. It's kind of why we were all talking about waiting for a trade.
That, or you need. Do you risk it and then put Byfield as the 3C and just like hope this playing time like has ignited him to where he can carry a line now?
No, I don't know, because you want to lose that momentum that he has right now. I mean, that apple he had today, that's perfect. That's exactly what you want to see.
I mean, okay, one player back at a time. Velarde's probably coming back first.
Okay.
And you have Lizotte, Velarde, Fiala on the third line. Easy add, right? Mm-hmm. Then we'll say the next one coming back is Kaliev. Easy add. Put him on the fourth line, right? Mm-hmm. With Turcotte. Great. So you have Turcotte. Yeah, because then you have Turcotte, Kupari, Kaliev. Velarde, Lizotte, Fiala. The one that's the hardest one that's going to shake the most up is going to be Moore.
When Moore comes back.
Yeah. The easy ads are going to be Velarde and Kaliev, but the one that's going to shake up the most is going to be Moore.
See, I would love to see Turcotte with Fiala. I mean, we've seen Fiala kind of elevate a lot of other people's games. Look what he did. We played with Kupari and Grunstrom, and that was one of the better lines we've seen this year when those three were together. I think with Moore, I say to put the nice line back together, but with Moore being out so long, I can see Moore staying maybe on the bottom six just to kind of get his energy back, get his legs back underneath him. Kind of.
So would you say more Turcotte and Kaliev
on the fourth line?
Mm-hmm. Until he gets some legs on him?
Yeah. I mean, Trevor Moore on the fourth line sounds a little bit better to me than Iafallo or Velarde on the fourth line. I mean, because Velarde was leading your team in goals for a while.
Yeah.
Moore, as much as we love Moore and as much as he's a fan favorite, he's not the goal scorer that Velarde or maybe even Iafallo is. Definitely not Kaliev, and we've seen Kaliev even produce on the fourth line.
I mean, he's played 2 games. So in the first game, he led the team in Corsi. In this game, he was okay. So like,
how many minutes did he get today? Yeah, Turcotte didn't play that much. 7 minutes tonight. A lot less. He played almost 10 minutes last game.
Mm-hmm.
1 for 2 on the draw. I mean, sorry, one for 3. No shot attempts. Turcotte had a rough night tonight. 1 giveaway, 40% expected goals, 36% Corsi. The thing I'll say with Turcotte though tonight, and I think I saw it a lot today, is Torts had that fourth line matched up against the first line for the Flyers pretty much all night. Whenever you saw Turcotte out there, Kevin Hayes was out there, Konechny was out there.
So is that a T-Mac problem?
No, that's an away problem. The home team gets the change.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see Turcotte play at home. Just you can get him better matchups. Get him against better competition. It's tough. But the thing is too is you're not going to leave out more Kaliev or Velarde for Turcotte. But Turcotte is finally healthy and actually playing NHL games. You don't want to lose that momentum. You want him to start getting a little bit of confidence.
Yeah. It's a good
problem.
Turcotte
came back after that hit. He played a shift or 2. Didn't play much in the third period.
All right. Well, I think I got to go because I got another pod in 30 minutes and I got to eat dinner.
Yeah. I'm going to get out of here too.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Go ahead. You want to close it out this time?
Yeah, I'll close it out. I appreciate everybody hopping in here. We did a little over 3 hours. This was 2 hockey royalty streams, 2 wins for the Kings. I think we're on to something here. Both overtime games, both excitement. We're bringing the excitement, baby.
I know.
We got 4 points in the bag with the hockey
riveting commentary.
Riveting commentary. We've talked about Taco Bell Cantina. We've talked about stadium food. We've done it all. We've done it all, and we're talking about a drinking game next time. I don't know. We'll see.
You're not getting this on ESPN. You're not getting this kind of.
You're not. This isn't the Manning cast. We're going way above that. We're going way above that. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hopping in the chat. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. We do all this for free. All we ask is you subscribe to us, and we'll keep giving you guys this fun stuff. Maybe, hey, the Kings play again on Friday. Maybe we'll do this again Friday. Who knows? This is fun. And the Kings are winning when we're doing it, so can't complain there. But
sounds good.
Sounds good.
As always, follow us on hockeyroyalty.com, at hockey_royalty, at randomcommando24, at NHL Russell, at JW Paterino. I don't know if we haven't really talked amongst those 3 if we're doing an actual episode. We'll keep you guys apprised of that with everything going on, but we'll try to fit another episode in for you guys. And as always on this podcast, go Kings, go.
Go Kings. Big 2 points.